Hello, welcome back. I'm playing Dream Daddy today. And, fuck, what did we do last time? Craig and Damien, I think, was the plan. Now we are on to Matt and Hugo. Hang on, let's have a look. We've got... Yeah, Craig has got two hearts. Damien has 2 hearts. Matt has 1 heart. Right, yes, so today we'll deal with whatever the fuck comes out of this mess, and hopefully things will start making sense soon, because there's some underlying story that I'm not currently aware of, but apparently something's going on with Joseph, and that's the most important thing. Robert got no idea what's going on with him. Everybody else seems pretty sort of normal, but it's like these two have got a secret, and I want to know what it is. But I think the only way we can get to them is by going through these guys. So, Matt it is. Message him. When lifting weights, use proper form and full range. Good tire pressure is essential to optimal mileage, especially if you're lifting weights. What the hell is going on with my hair? Sort of look like I've got a bit of a comb over thing going on at the moment. I didn't brush, that's why I need to brush my hair so it doesn't look so shit. There we go. I am no longer a bird's nest with a human underneath it. There we go. Okay, instead of messaging the guy, why don't I just walk over and grab some coffee? I'm feeling really sluggish today anyway. Amanda! Amanda sticks her head out of her room. Father! Want to go to the coffee spoon? Oh, so you get called cool once and now you're the cool dad who hangs out at coffee shops and listens to neo jazz and stuff. Amanda! Are you going to bring your laptop and your leather-bound journal so you can work on your poetry anthology? Amanda! Look, honey, do you want me to buy you coffee or not? Father! Let me grab my laptop and my leather-bound journal. Oh, a hypocrite are we? Hello! I don't remember what your name is. What the hell is this guy's name? Not Farts. It is not Farts. Amanda and I make the short walk over to the coffee spoon. The place is quiet today. Just a few people hanging out and reading books in the cozy little nooks. I walk up to the counter and see a familiar pierced face. Pierced face. His face is not pierced. I see no piercings. Hey, Pablo! I remember now. Hey, you were the dude I yelled at a bunch at the other night. Amanda casts a sideways. He tried to sell me shirts and drugs. In fact, I'm not too sure he isn't currently a drug mule himself. And who might you be, miss? This is my daughter, Amanda! The person I am a father to and am very protective of. An honor to make your acquaintance. My name is Pablo. Did I mention that I make witch house music? I don't know what that is. The witches are haunting this guy. I wouldn't call witch house music. I wouldn't call witch house music, but okay, that's a strange sentence. A piercing blow to my ego, though not one that will dissuade my need to impress you. My innate dad senses tingle. I am overwhelmed with a fatherly protective energy. I must do something to protect my child. Change the subject, defend witch house. Reappropriate lines from Taken. Change the subject. Anyways, Pablo, I didn't know you worked here. Yeah, man, totally my first day. Matt's still training me. Fistma! Everyone's saying their names quite dramatically. Are you guys related in any way? I've never seen this guy smile. I don't know whether he's got one big tooth right at the front, like, I want to say Matt Damon, Not Matt Damon. The Scientologist. What's his name? Neil. Not Neil. What's his name? He's famous. He was in Mission Impossible. Rion. No. Fuck. He's got a tooth right in the middle. Oh, I don't know. Matt comes out from washing dishes in the back room to meet Amanda, and meet Amanda and I. That's how that sentence went. He and I high five, as fellow cool people do. Dick. No, not Dick. It's not Tom either, or Harry. Matt comes out from, so he's washing dishes. I see you've met my newest employee. At your service, although I'm only here until crucifix, V triangle, C triangle, Vale crucifix starts their world tour. That is a very complicated name. Are we smiling now? He seems to just have one single tooth across the whole of his face. When's that? Well, we have to put out a record first. Alright, Pablo. Now what do we do with customers again? Right, yes. Pablo clears his throat. Hello, good folk of Maple Bay. Can I interest you in a tasty caffeinated beverage? A smashing pumpkin spice latte, please. God, you are basic. I don't know, I've never had a pumpkin spice latte. It's probably very nice. I don't know what pumpkin spice is, though. A classic. And you? Americano football decaf for cutie. Father John Misto. Let's have a John Misto for Fist My Bumhole. Hey, Father John Misto, please. That might be the worst pun I've ever heard. Hey, it's pure comedy. Yeah, puns are the highest form of comedy. Oh my god, he loves me. Oh, I was making a joke off Father John Misty as an album called Pure Comedy, and the drink is named after Father John Misty. So I was. Yeah, never mind. Coming right up. Pablo gets to work making our drinks while Matt observes him. Oh yeah. While he is observing Pablo, I am observing Matt. And Amanda is observing me observing Matt. Which is awkward. He'll get the hang of it. As for goofy of a... For as goofy of a dude as he is, kid works hard. He's saying sentences I never expect. Hey man, that concert was a lot of fun. We should hang out again. Hell yeah. I'm actually going to be done training Pablo in a couple of hours and was going to go record shopping. Wanna come along? Must we? I know you're into... Why don't you own like a music shop? This seems like the wrong thing for you. Why are you doing coffees?
Hey.
Pablo brings us our drinks and Amanda buries herself in her laptop. I spend my time sipping my drink and cracking jokes with Mac. Apparently his name's Mac now. Last time we hung out, he told me that he had trouble hanging out with other people, but for some reason, he and I can talk and joke like old buds. It's weird. I feel really comfortable around him. Oh dear. Once Matt feels comfortable leaving Pablo on his own, I say goodbye to Amanda and we start walking to the record store to buy records, which we can totally use in our modern technology. Have you ever been here before? We haven't gotten there yet. Matt, this is the middle of a street. The middle of a street which seems to just be entirely made of doors. You seeing this? Door, 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 door. Even those windows are doors. Doors. That's definitely a window. That's mad. There's a table outside here with books on. No! I mean, we have a record player sitting in the living room, but all I have are 2 copies of Frampton Comes Alive. That sounds awful.
Hey.
Oh, this should be fun then. We're going to find you some good stuff. I wish Okay, what's that? Fake beard. Sad swears. Steady bean. Oh, bow. Steady bow. Dinner food. Yacht Club Miracle. Dover Ghost, and it's a dildo. So it should be Dildo Ghost. Is that a submarine with arms and legs? What's that say? I can't read that. We need to zoom in. Couples therapy. Ew. Okay, the walls of the store are packed with posters, artwork, stickers, and records. A few people mill around, flipping through milk crates of albums. Is that what these are? Oh, I didn't think milk crates looked like that. Some indie band is playing through the speakers. It's a nice vibe. So, why do people still buy records? Isn't it kind of outdated at this point? There's a lot of people who will try to tell you that vinyl sounds warmer or more true to the artist's intent, but really, I think it's just nice to collect records. You're about to head to the store. Okay, see you later, Shadow Wolf.
Hey!
It's cool that in this day and age we have just about every song ever created available instantaneously on our phones, but there's something about holding an album and getting to see the artwork in your hands that I'll always love.
Oh.
That's why I try to get as many of the records that I love in physical form as possible. Yeah, it is. I do feel like it's a problem. So this is the thing. I've kept my old Xbox and Xbox 360 games. I have also kept my old Xbox and Xbox 360 because I have found that while they were still relevant, emulation was terrible for them. Having tried to check out Xbox emulation now, still can't do it. Only certain games work well with the certain emulators, and I just can't get the games that I owned to work in them. So if I ever do want to play them properly, I'm gonna have to use that kit. It's gonna be unpacked and put up there, and I play the game. Always keep a physical copy of things. Don't throw things away. That's the message we have here. Remember when we were kids and we would have to wait around by the radio with a cassette tape so that we could record our favourite songs?
Hey!
It made each listen really special, and mixtapes were even cooler because of how much work they took. Now you just make a playlist. I think the last time someone gave me a real mixtape was in high school.
Hey!
He's going to do it, isn't he? He's going to be listening to the radio thinking of different musics and then trying to find them. But he won't be able to because all it will be was fucking, I don't know, Justin Bieber. I don't know what's current these days. Is Justin Bieber still a thing? Is he dead yet? I don't know. I don't keep track of these people. I look around the multi-level record store and spot some genres. I thought that said jeans. I was like, he's got microscope vision. Future wave, jungle, arachno punk, nunsploitation. I have no idea where to even start. Man, this is a little overwhelming.
Hey!
Here, let me help you find something you might like. If you were a milkshake, what flavour would you be? I do like a vanilla.
Hey!
If you could only buy one type of candle scent for the rest of your life, what would it be? Daffodil, mountain spring, camouflage, summer breeze, spring creek fireball? Power violence, cherry blossom! Power violence! What's your favourite ambient sound? I like... Are you kidding me? Star Trek Bridge ambience. Rain, bowling alley, Star Trek Bridge ambience, Howls of the Bone chorus. I'm not gonna go Star Trek Bridge ambience because Fuck it. Never mind, I went for it. What's your dream vacation spot? My backyard, inside an active volcano, living off the fat of the land in Ibiza, starting a new life in the Baltics. I don't want to talk about someone's Baltics. I don't know what that even, or even where that is. Jaden, hot daddy time, indeed it is. Inside an active volcano, go for it. What's your deepest, darkest fear? Erections is not on here. I worry that people are nice to me only because they want something from me. I fear that I don't deserve happiness, and won't ever get it. What if nobody exists but me, and I fabricated this universe? Saying, you too, when the waiter tells you to enjoy your food. I worry that people are nice to me only because they want something from me? Matt thinks for a moment. Don't strain yourself. Come on, you can do it. Yes please. Oh, I know just the thing. Matt runs to the other end of the store and returns holding a record behind his back. He shows it to me. This is Trouble Will Find Me by The National. The National have honed their sad guy sound on album after album, and by this point their old prose about feeling blue, the music is so amazing that it actually cheers you up. What the fuck? Did that really make me sound sad? I mean, it's sort of okay, yeah, I'm not, I mean, that sad swears. Just, you know, fuck boo-hoo. Whoa, dude, thanks for the recommendation. You're gonna have a great time with it. Promise. I don't want to promise. Matt and I bring our records to the cash register. A young girl with a septum ring and a buzz cut stands behind the counter with one earbud in. Usual stuff today, Matt? Just some light pickups. Matt places 3 albums on the cover, on the fucking read it, on the counter. Swear I'm good at this by Diet Sig. Forever by Mystery Skulls and Greatest Hits by Remo Drive. These are just made up, aren't they?
Hey, yeah.
The cashier rings Matt up and hands his bands back. They're the bed, Baba. She stares at me suspiciously. Who's the nerd?
Hey.
Who's the nerd? I think you'll find it is you who is the nerd, dear lady. That nerd is my buddy, Fisma. Fisma, this is Beacon of Human Charm. This Beacon of Human Charm is Molly. I thought that was a strange name. This is Beacon of Human Charm. I got kicked out of art school for destroying my painting. Now we know how she destroyed her paintings at the end of every critique. Lovely to meet you. Anyway, Matt, is the open mic night still on?
Oh.
You know it. Are the Third Waves gonna do a special acoustic performance? I might see if I can get a few of the girls together. There's an open mic night going on? Yeah, dude. We do it every month at the Coffee Spoon. Some amazing talent always comes through! Got a flyer for it right here?
Hey.
You and Amanda should come by that night. Matt blushes.
I don't know if I
His cheeks go rosy red. And I'm not talking on his face. I mean, if you're not doing anything. Will crucifix, V triangle, C triangle, NT veil crucifix be playing?
Hey.
If only. I finish paying for my record and we head out of the store. Man, what a trip down memory lane. I haven't been in a record shop like that since Vans had shag carpeting. Shag. Now that you mention it, isn't it strange to think all of those weird little musical memories? How do you mean? Well, I think music is a very time and place sort of thing. A song is important to me, not only in that I think it sounds good, but where I was and what I was doing when I listened to it. There's music that reminds me of exes, of struggling through school, of being so poor that I didn't know where my next meal was coming from.
Hey.
All that stuff, and listening to those songs reminds me of those moments in my life. Excuse me. TJ, you blocked your face. Did I? Yeah, now that I think of it, even the pop concert Amanda made me take her to is special to me. I mean, I'm not really a fan of the band, but hearing their songs on the radio reminds me of how young and excited Amanda was.
Hey.
And then that even reminds me of a younger me going to see my favorite bands in concert with all my friends. We would always go to my friend Cynthia Chapman's house beforehand and smoke pot in her basement. Like we were so slick. Her parents definitely knew what we were doing. Wait, when was the last time you smoked pot? Matt stops and thinks for a moment. It's been decades. Yes, decades. Dude, me too. Where do you even get pot now? Is that even what the kids call it these days? I don't know.
Oh.
I'm blocking Fisma. Oh, yeah, that's right. I need to move my camera up, don't I? Can't see my amazing character's face. Boop, boop, and up I go. There we go. That'll do. But I bet I could find out. Do you want to get high and listen to our new records? Say no to drugs, kids. Everything in moderation. Absolutely say no to drugs. Matt pulls out his phone and starts texting.
Hey.
After a few minutes, he looks up and smiles at me.
Yeah, sounds great.
Ah, Molly's got a hookup. Of course, she's called Molly. Says to meet in an alley near the coffee shop. That is a bad idea. Not that, just texting about it. Shouldn't do that. Especially if it's illegal. Especially if it's illegal in your country. Yeah, don't text about it, because they catch up with you. You know, it's all written down then. All the service history is still there. You think it's just on your phone. It's not. They can pull that shit.
Hey.
Okay, if it turns out... This is the same alleyway we went into when we got my knee fucked. Okay, if it turns out it's the feds, you make a break for it and I'll take the heat. Just promise me that you'll raise Amanda like she was your own. You realise that weed has been legalised in this state, right? Oh, we're fine then. Okay, it's alright. And yet we're still meeting in dark alleys. I definitely knew that. But we live in dangerous times. Who knows what lurks in the seedy underbelly of Maple Bay. We could find ourselves on the wrong end of a deal gone bad. Just look out for Amanda, okay? I swear. Oh, here's our guy. Come around the corner of one of those nasty grease dumpsters. Shrouded in darkness is a lean figure dressed all in black. Damien? Excuse me, Mr. Drugman. Not quite Damien. Surprised, the person almost jumps out of their skin. It's Lucian, Damien's son. Who sent you?
Huh?
We're cool, man. We're cool. Says her. For all I know, you could be with the feds. Actually, weed is leg. Prove you're cool. What? I need to know you're down or I bolt. Show him you're not wearing a wire. Impress him with your extensive knowledge of current drug lingo. Cite mutually assured destruction. If you kill me, I kill you. Show him you're not wearing a wire. I've seen this.
Suck your dick.
No, he's too young, I think. I don't know, actually. I'm not sure. He goes to school. He's definitely too young. No. Unless this is... No, this is America. They're at school until they're 21. And older. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know, maybe. I've seen this in cop films before. I lift up my shirt to prove I'm not wearing a wire. Oh, Jesus, put that away, please. Look, it's fine. I get it. Buzzcop Molly said you were coming. Right. Now that formalities are out of the way, let's make a deal. Alright, how much do you want? One.
Yes.
One drugs, please. One what?
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
He means weed, Lucian. Yeah, but how much? One.
Hey.
What? Don't just repeat what I said. One? Oh my god, look, here, take this and give me $10. Just don't tell my dad. Let's all forget this ever happened.
Hey.
I won't tell your dad if you don't. Wait, hang on. I won't tell your dad if you don't. He's not going to tell his dad. He's already said he's not going to. Lucian hands me a bag of something and disappears down the alleyway. I open it and take a deep whiff. Smells like genuine drugs. Yes, sirree. That went smoothly. Yeah, we should get off of public property before we smoke this. Great idea. Let's head back to my place, yeah? He is in the same class as Amanda, and she has a driver's license. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that she... I mean, they get, like, driver's license when they're, like, 13. It's ridiculous over there. Indeed. Say yes to drugs, but only if it's good shit. That's an old joke. Say no to drugs, but also say yes to drugs. I need one nickel bag. I don't know what that means. Don't think you can really get it for like a nickel. Isn't a nickel like 5 cents or 10 cents? It's one of those. Matt and I walk to our cul-de-sac, emphasis on the sack, and stop at a gas station on the way to buy rolling papers and soda. I feel like I'm 16 again. I feel like I'm a horse again. Carmen Seat is having a sleepover tonight, so that gives us all the time we need to do drugs. Fuck. Does he live in this place? This is different. Surely you need to have proper stairs in a place.
Oh.
Awesome. Let's do some drugs. Matt pulls one of the records out of his bag and puts it on for us. I plop down on a comfy leather couch and look around his place. There are a bunch of band posters and his record collection takes up an entire wall. Where?
I will suck your dick.
Where is it? I don't see it. Whoa, what a collection. Where is it? I don't see his record collection. I see books. And a window, which is fucking massive. Where's his record? Is it just... Are we standing in front of it? Is it behind us? I just got some really shit painting and like board games. Weird.
Oh.
Been collecting my whole life. It was nice to finally get them all in one place after being on the road for so much of my life. Had to ask my parents to hold on to them for me. Matt sits down next to me and we lay the marijuana drugs out on the coffee table. Do you want to do the honors? Please, it's your house. If you say so. Matt pulls out some rolling papers and sprinkles some of the beatnik tobacco onto a piece. He starts rolling it back and forth and the paper breaks almost immediately, spilling drugs all over the couch. Never was too good at this. Matt tries again and is able to successfully roll a nice looking weed cigarette. He hands me a lighter and the blunt, I think, and I take it. Well, let's open the nug, smoke some of that gateway drug, rip that golf fairway. You're just making shit up now. Smoke some. Yeah, I'm super cool. Smoke some of that gateway drug. I don't know if that's what people call it. I light the joint and inhale deeply. ... This is not what I remembered. It's been a while, though. Maybe pot drugs have just gotten more potent since the last time I smoked. I pass the joint to Matt and cough a little bit. Should it sting this much, or am I just a baby? Matt takes a hit and his eyes go wide. That's not weed! Oh God! Did we develop a taste for meth? No, it's... Matt takes another hit and winces. Yeah, this is oregano. I sniff the air. You can't get high on oregano. I've tried. And don't snort pepper either. That's a terrible thing to do. Yeah, that would definitely explain why it smells like a pizza place in here. That little punk ripped us off. It was only $10. Oh well, we can still relax and enjoy the music sober. You know what? You're right. We sit and listen to the Diet Sig album, which is sort of what we've got now. That's what we're smoking. A diet cigarette. Because it's not got any sort of thing in it. What is oregano? Oregano is a herb. The Americans call it oregano. Because they are fucked. We sit and listen through the Diet Sig album that Matt bought, there's no R in there, which is catchy as hell. I look around the room again and see photos of Carmencita growing up. I spot a young woman with a huge smile in one of the pictures with the two... Who's that?
Oh, man.
Oh, that's Rosa. She was Carmencita's mother. She died when Carmencita was young. I'm sorry to hear that. Amanda lost Alex at a young age too. I can understand how hard that must have been. I look around again.
Suck your dick.
Spotting a framed gig poster hanging on the wall. On it, there's an illustration of Matt and Rosa, surrounded by flowers. The cursive lettering reads, Stillness, the Dancing. Looks like they played the Sound Garden over a decade ago. Never mind about the decor, I'm about to suck this guy's dick. Where are you two in the band? Were you two in the band together? Yeah, that was the reason I was touring so much when I was younger. We travelled the whole country in this rinky-dink little van. It was hard to start, but once we started gaining notoriety and seeing how much our songs meant to kids, it was just incredible. Wow, that seems like a life some people only dream of. It was, and it was difficult at the same time. I couldn't have done it without somebody by my side. Rosa and I knew that we couldn't do it forever. The long hours on the road, missing your family, sleeping in the van, all that stuff.
Oh, man.
So once she became pregnant with Carmencita, we put down roots in our favourite town to play in right here. Since she was a kid, Rosa always had a dream to own a quiet little coffee shop. She died before it opened. Was it your fault? Did you accidentally drown her in a paint can as you were putting like open on the window?
Erections.
Oh, man.
Not drowning in erections, no. Don't be. I'm not really sure what to say. I couldn't possibly count the number of times I've told people the same thing after Alex died. Matt gets up to flip the record. Next to the turntable, I notice a dusty horse. Do you play?
Oh, man.
Ah, I'm out of practice. I used to jam on the keys back in the day. Oh yeah? I fronted the hottest 7-piece ska band that Eagle Rock Bay High School had to offer.
Hey.
No way. You had a ska phase? Phase? Ska never dies. Except for the Communist Manifesto, who broke up after the senior talent show to pursue solo careers.
Oh!
That's so rad. No, it's not. No, it's not. We were the worst. Matt pulls out the piano bench.
Hey, dude.
Give me some of that two-tone love. Oh, man. Let's see if I still got it. I sit down at the piano. Is this going to be screaming again? Screaming and... Just craziness. Go with a classic. Stick to your ska roots. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. Roots or classic? We could go awful. Let's do awful. Hey, I think I'm doing it. I'm playing ska.
Hey.
Wait, that was just Smoke on the Water. Matt, I've forgotten how to play. The deep purple is always appreciated nonetheless. Alright, buddy. Can you top that? I shouldn't. Have you been arrested for playing the guitar? Is music illegal to you? No, it's been a long time. He can't play music. He's just a music enthusiast with instruments he can't play. Never too late to get back into it. Drop it. We could drop it. Or maybe it's not that he can't play and he's lying to me, and that he just, I don't know, swore off music for some reason. Playing? Maybe that's how she died. I don't know. Matt, you just sat through a butchered version of Deep Purple's Smoke on the Water. How much worse can it be? Matt stares at the piano for a second. Okay. Okay. He could play Happy Birthday. What is ska? Ska is a sort of happy feeling, jazzy sort of music. Usually people dressed in like black and white checkers and wearing like trilbies and half wearing suits and shit like that. Basically like the Blues Brothers, but like happy. It's strange. I'm okay. Matt closes his eyes and runs his fingers over the keys. He breathes in deep and starts playing a melody. If I didn't know that he hadn't played the piano in a long time, I would never have guessed it. Matt plays a soft, sweet tune filled with emotion. I've never heard this before. Is this one of his original works? This is so cool. Matt finishes the song and finally opens his eyes. How was that? That was Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley. Oh, it's nothing. No, that was Rick Astley. Come on, man. That was killer. Are you gonna pull that out for the open mic night?
Hey.
Oh, no, I never play at those. Well, why not? You're really good. It's just, I don't do it anymore, and I just don't like being up there and alone and having so many people stare at me. It doesn't feel fun anymore. I've got kids I've got to deal with. I can't be here anymore, and I want you to leave. Get away from me! Stop asking questions! I can sense that Matt's getting uncomfortable at the thought of it. I won't push him any further. Alright, man, but I hope you know how beautiful your music was. Instead, I push him onto the sofa.
Hey.
I will suck your dick. Thanks.
Hey.
Matt and I sit and listen to more records until it gets late, and I decide that I need to get to bed. Matt walks me to my door.
Oh.
Let's never tell anyone about the oregano, okay? Deal. Wait, can I tell my doctor? I don't know anything about the health effects of smoking oregano.
Hey, yeah.
think we'll be fine.
Hey.
Night, dude. I smile. Night. Why was he so reluctant to play? I walk inside, and the house is dark, save for the slither of light coming from beneath Amanda's door. Amanda! I knock lightly on the door and enter Amanda's room. She's sitting at her desk with her camera editing photos. Amanda! Amanda swivels around on a chair to face me and slumps down. What smells like pizza? Smells like a pizza parlor in here. What? Nothing. So, what's up? Dad, I'm hungry. Wait, no. Hi. Oh, shit. Hi, hungry.
Whoa.
No. I'm Dad! Amanda collapses onto... That's the first time anyone's gone that way. Like Tom Scar, yes. In fact, that's why he's named Tom Scar. Because he likes ska music. And he has a lot of that in his videos. In fact, the only reason I know about ska music is because of Tom Scar. I promised myself I'd never let it come to this. Sorry, kiddo, you set it up. I spike it down. You're a monster. I know. Want some spaghetti? Yes, please. Did we have spaghetti? Amanda and I boil pasta and heat up sauce in a pan. Well, I boil pasta and heat up sauce while Amanda watches. Despite my best efforts, I'm not able to set it on fire. How was record collecting? It was great. Did you know that Matt used to play in a band? No way! Was he good? I don't know if the band was good, but he played some piano for me tonight, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
He played piano for you? Dude! Yeah. I brought it up, and he should play at the open mic night that's happening in his coffee shop, but he got kind of weird about it. Hey, I saw a flyer for that. We should go. It's not too late to start a father-daughter... Ugh. Felt like I had something on my face. It's not too late to start a father-daughter punk band and play a couple of tunes there. Yeah, let me break out my glockenspiel. I think I only know hot cross buns, but we can work off the chord progression. Amanda and I have a nice dinner before she goes back to her room to do photography stuff. I end up watching True Life. I'm a house hunter. They're staging an intervention for the house hunter who is crying uncontrollably over the colour of the walls. They know they can paint the walls of their house any colour they want, right? Matt's song is stuck in my head all night. Hooray! Why has he not got glasses here? Automotive care, dad joke, scar, band puns, record collecting, oregano! We're full of oregano. I wish I was full of oregano.
You've got dads.
Oh, I really don't want to have to deal with Hugo. Alright, fine. Okay. I should take Hugo. I should take Hugo up on his offer to hang out. I am good at the reading. I had a lot of fun with him at the aquarium. I type out a message to him on Dadbook. Hey, still want a cheese board? Is that a euphemism? Oh, we did art, didn't we? We were going around looking at artists and their strange paintings. Hugo responds within a few minutes. Colin is still being a humongous shithead. That's rude. He won't stop sending the same pictures of Jackie Chan in a mesh shirt to the printer, and it's a nice picture, but it's wasting all my paper. Whoops. Sorry, meant that for another teacher. But seriously, he's insufferable. There's pictures of Jackie Chan everywhere. In a mesh shirt? hot. I type back. Save a couple for me. My Jackie Chan scrapbook is a little light of content, and I think this would really round it out. Ha! Let me get back to you after class ends. I stand up from the computer and stretch. And then I poop myself. Just as a defense mechanism. I don't know what I'm defending myself against. Computers, I think. Well, guess there's only one thing to do now. ... Dad nap. I hop onto the couch and turn on some Antiques Road Warrior for background noise. Wastelander. I got this ornate cabinet from a yard sale for $5 in 1982. To be told that it once belonged to a Confederate general is a huge surprise. This will feed my tribe for weeks. I really like that. I really like the way the appraiser's voice echoes through the mouthpiece of his leather armor bondage gear. Maybe this is that ASMR thing Amanda keeps telling me about. I drift off to sleep. Several years later, I'm jolted awake by a dadbook message from Hugo. Hey, sorry about that. Colin's in the principal's office now. He says he knows Jackie Chan personally and that Jackie won't be happy to hear this. I get off work in a little while and I continue to be very serious about the cheese boards. I fumble out a reply. Yeah, so am I. Hugo and I work out the details. I'm all set to meet him in a few hours. Stream won't load on your PC. Maybe you need to try harder, or refresh the page, or try a different browser, or I don't know, just do whatever you usually do. Whatever you doodly do. Amanda walks in the door, just as I'm about to leave. What's up, Buttercup?
Huh?
Just getting home from school? Where are you going? Oh, I have a meeting with the board. The board? Cheese board is what I meant.
Suck your dick.
I'm not sure where that fit in anywhere. I'm getting cheese with your teacher. Will you be able to fend for yourself until dinner time? Oh, the erections. That's where the cheese is. I see. Yeah, I'll live, but only if you can talk him into going easy on me for the final. Sorry, buddy, that ball's in your court.
At this time of year, at this time of day, in this part of the country,
What's in my court, you
localized
ask?
entirely within your kitchen.
Maybe a variety of delicious cheeses, meats, and their accompanying crackers. Maybe some olives. A little bit of fig jam, which sounds sort of okay, but depends on the jam. Yes, I get it. You're excited about the cheese. Sweetie, you'll get it one day. But now I gotta go see a man about some what the fuck? Manchego? Emphasis on the man. Please leave! I'm trying, but you're asking. Onyx jam. Jam. I walk into a quaint French diner and Hugo waves me down to a booth in the corner. He looks pretty tired. No, he doesn't. He looks like what happens when you dress up a porn star as a nerd. It doesn't work. He's obviously a super muscly fucking I'm gonna dick you down sort of look. I mean, that's not what he's doing, but he looks like that. Long day. Don't sigh in my ears. Every day is a long day when you teach middle schoolers. Colin started a gambling ring. The pictures of Jackie Chan just cover he's bartering in those Robert Brand bracelets and all sorts of shapes. Is that the one where... Is that the one that parents think means sex stuff? Those ones, yeah, but the reports are just the sensationalist news media capitalizing on the fears of suburban parents as usual. What with rubber bracelets? I'm sure you can get worse stuff on Crocs. At least I hope. Yikes. Right, now I'm very ready for some fine wine and some delicious cheese. A waitress stops by and takes our order for the biggest cheese plate you have. For the love of God, just please put the cheese in my mouth, and recommends us some wine. Do you two want a scorecard for trivia? There's trivia? Yep, we're starting in a few minutes. Pretty much everyone here is playing. We love to play, right, Fistma? Yeah, sure. The waitress hands us a scorecard and a few pencils before leaving. I might not be much help here. I'm not very good at being smart, I guess. Come on, I doubt it'll be too hard. Fistma! Matt's here with... Oh my god. Everyone's here. I turn to see Matt and Brian here with their daughters, looking like they're ready for trivia. They come up to our table to greet us. Happy birthday! That's what's happened. I've forgotten it's my birthday. We're here, and everyone's shown up, and it's now my birthday. That's the thing. Hey guys, you all here for the old question and answers game?
Hey.
Yep, we come here every week, but Brian and Daisy carry the team. Carmen, Cesha, and I are just here for the cheese. Oh yeah. What the fuck is that word? Provolone 2! Lost in New York. I've been reigning champion for the last month. Man, Brian's great at trivia too. That raises the stakes. Great name though. Solid team. Oh, is that what that was? It was a team name. But it could have been anything. That's Carmen Cita's claim to fame. It hurts me now. It hurts me how good I am at puns. I thought she was just hurt. Ow! I'm in pain. She's wearing bracelets. She's part of a drug ring. Like father, like daughter. You guys gonna try to give us a run for our money? We'll see what we can do. We're just here for the cheese too. We'll see what we can do to not hurt your feelings too bad. I will destroy you. I will raise your homestead and burn your crops, salting the earth in my wake. You'll look up to the sky and ask for an uncaring God why you have been forsaken. You will hear nothing in return. So my usual hello to people. Are we still talking about trivia? See, worried, not so worried, absolutely amused. This is what I'm saying. These guys, no common sense. They have no... They've got no humour. They've got no... That's what I want to say, not common sense. But if they had common sense, they would find my jokes funny. I don't know, Brian. Are we? We'll have to think up a good team name, but I think it'll be fun. Good luck. Brian, Matt, and their daughters head back to their table. Well, I guess we need a name. Got any good ideas? Never. Does this look like a face that has good ideas? Doesn't even have good eyes. Or ears. Easy, breezy, beautiful. Havati Cadavra. Real monsters. Craigslist Swiss connections. Yeah, I think we're going for that as well. Havati like it's 1999, or as we're calling it, Havati Cadavra. That'll do just nicely. The waitress comes by with that cheese board, and we revel in its glory. Already I can see a piece of cheddar with my name on it. I pair it with some strawberry preserves, and slide into dairy-induced exorcism. I got exercised. I got circumcised by accident. There's such a fine variety of cheese and charcuterie. Never seen that. Actually, come to think about it, I don't think I've ever said that word. So that's interesting. That I'm positively overwhelmed. A quick dip into the seasoned nuts, which is definitely a way of saying that. a slice of savoury yet salty Gouda, or perhaps a focaccia crisp, topped with honey and goat cheese.
Erections.
Topped with erections. I'm so happy. Hugo raises a glass at me.
Oh!
Cheers to cheese. Or cheese to cheers. Hey, hey! It's Krusty the Clown! A middle-aged man in a backward baseball cap, sunglasses, and cargo shorts jogs out of the back with the frenetic energy of a radio DJ. Frenetic. What is is that like frenzied? Frenetic? What is frenetic? Never heard that word before. Frenetic. Just googling the word frenetic. Fast and energetic in a rather wild and uncontrolled way. I would call that chaotic, but okay. Why is my phone on? I know it's on, but why is it like lit up? Weird. It's doing shit. Everybody, Quizmaster Quinn. Everybody ready for some trivia? The restaurant cheers. Oh man, looks like everyone's into this. That's what I like to hear. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Quizmaster Quinn. My actual name's Richard. I just like alliteration. More cheers. I see some of you brought your children here tonight. That's cool. My children won't speak to me. Haha, I'm just joking around. Classic Quizmaster Quinn humour. It's actually my wife that won't speak to me. She doesn't want kids. Let's get into some questions. The first category is literature. Happy birthday. Excellent.
Erections.
Don't just erections at the end of that. You know who loved literature? My dead father. I looked up to him so much. More jokes. Classic Quizmaster quips. Just trying to keep it light here, folks. What with death? Talks about your dead father and your wife who hates you. Yeah, keeping it light. Just trying to keep it light here, folks. Just like I thought my wife was the light of my life.
At this
Hugo.
time of year, at this time of day, in this part of the country,
He is very
localized
sad.
entirely within your kitchen.
He is a sad, sad man. Hugo, you got this literature stuff right? Does Franz Kafka have an irrational fear of one day waking up as a large, grotesque insect-like creature? I'm not even sure who that is. Yes? This is... I don't know what he meant. This is the continent that encompasses the realm of Gondor, Rohan, Mordor, and Lothlorien. Other notable sites include Isengard, the Mirkwood, and Rivendell. What is the Elvish name for this continent? Middle-earth. Middle-earth, Endor, Hoth, Arsenal, Lemura. I don't fucking know. I thought he had this.
Aurora Borealis.
It's not Aurora Borealis. It's not erections either. I don't know. Lemuria? Who was the
Erections.
writer that created Tarzan and John Carter of Mars? William A. Alcott, Edgar Rice Burroughs.
So it would seem.
I don't know this. Nathaniel Hawthorne. Doc Smith. I think it's going to be E. Doc Smith. Edmund Dante is better known as this man. Frankenstein's monster, the Count of Monte Cristo, H.G. Wells, Dante Alighieri. I think it's Frankenstein's... I actually think this is Frankenstein's monster.
Wrong.
You didn't tell me wrong before. Is this the only time I got it wrong, or have I just completely fucked this up? Quizmaster walks around the room. I think he's doing crowd work. He stops by mine and Hugo's table. Whoa, nice cheese plate you got there. Thank you. How's that cheese tasting, big guy? Good. Haha, great. Cheese used to be my favourite food, but I developed a lactose intolerance later in life. I'm sorry to hear that. I also developed clinical depression. I mean, same. Like, legit. The same. I take medication for depression. I have it here, look. That's my depression pills. Don't do drugs. Or do drugs. Depends on where you live. People don't tell you, just get over your lactose intolerance, right? Nobody's like, have you tried exercising to get rid of your debilitating dairy allergy? Or you just need to choose to not let your throat close up when you eat your brie.
Stop it. Get some help.
Okay, so if you got... He's talking about... So, this is really going down a rabbit hole with him, because, like, do people tell him to just... You know, why are you always sad? Just be happy. That's not how that works. You can't just be happy. Just don't... Oh, fuck. Indeed. Anything? Does that scan? I'm trying to workshop my routine here. You don't have a routine. Your routine is failure. And honestly, it's not working. Quizmaster Quinn wanders off to another table. Who wants to start the next round? You know what we could do? End you. I think he needs to be ended. There we go. Thank you very much. More cheers from the audience. The next round is cinema. Now this one I probably know. Oh man, I love movies. Sometimes I'll retreat into them for days on end because obsessing over a fictional universe is easier than engaging with my real emotions and problems. Frodo Baggins, am I right? Is he okay?
Oh no.
I think it's just his character, I hope. How's your cinema? Spotty. I don't know a lot about movies, but if there are any questions about bad horror movies, I can be of service. That's an interesting one. It's a bit of a guilty pleasure. In Return of the Jedi, what does Luke ask Leia if she remembers? Their father, their promise, the Jedi Order, their mother. Revenge of the Sith. I think it was their mother.
Correct.
What entertainers make a fourth wall breaking appearance in the film Gremlins 2? Simon and Garfunkel? No, Charlie Sheen, Hulk Hogan, Emilio Estevez, Boy George. I don't think it was Boy George. Hulk Hogan. Charlie Sheen's a bit later than that. Maybe it's Hulk Hogan? It might be Hulk Hogan.
Correct.
Okay. Which of these 80s horror movies dies... Okay, that's a spelling mistake. Which of these 80s horror movies does not feature an Indian burial ground as part of its setting? The Shining, Within the Woods, Poltergeist, Pet Sematary. I don't know this. Poltergeist? I think that was an Indian burial ground. Pet Sematary, I don't know. The Shining, maybe?
No.
No? Okay, I didn't know that one. Seems like we're doing pretty well, but we're neck and neck with Brian and Matt's team. Those guys are pros. I look over to their table and give them a friendly but competitive nod. I lock eyes with Brian. He gets us a much sterner nod. And the next category is wrestling. Okay, something I don't know anything about. Okay, we're totally boned. Speak for yourself. Hugo grabs my arm. Wait, I got this. Huh? Man, you know who I would want to wrestle with? Literally anyone. I crave human interaction. Please put me in a chokehold. Please. It has been so long since I've been held.
My feelings.
I can only process my emotions by making jokes out of them. Let's start the quiz! Remember that this is the lightning round. The first people to answer get the points. I look over to Hugo. He's focused. He's in it to win it. If I have to answer these, we're fucked. And indeed, fuck you, Brian. Question 1. This was the original name of Stone Cold Steve Austin in his debut for the WWE. I might actually know this. Hugo's hand shoots up. Yes? The enthusiastic one over there. Ringmaster. I didn't know that.
Oh.
That is correct. Points to Harvati like it's Harvati Kadavra. That's it. Next question. This city was the location for the first ever WrestleMania. Yes, the one who looks like he has known the answer for his entire life. The first WrestleMania was held in New York. New York at Madison Square Garden.
Correct.
Another correct answer for Harvati Kadavra. Hugo's destroying these questions. He's so passionate about this. I've never seen him act like this before. It's honestly kinda hot, which is weird. Ooh, a tough one. This title match went down in history as the shortest match in WrestleMania to date. Hugo jumps, more excited than I've ever seen him, and apparently gets a lot closer to this guy, which is a little bit disturbing because I don't think he needs to be that close. Chavo versus Kane.
Incorrect.
Ooh, sorry Bucko, but that is incorrect. The answer is actually Daniel Bryan and Sheamus. Is that how you spell Sheamus? At WrestleMania 28. No, that's absolutely wrong. The real record is Chavo Guerrero versus Kane, WrestleMania 24th of March 30th, 2008. Kane took down Chavo with one chokeslam and pinned him for 3 counts. I will not stand for this travesty. Hey man, I'm just reading from the card here. I don't actually write these. Well, you're still wrong. What are you, my ex-wife? Maybe? It could be. Just give it some time. The crowd erupts in laughter. Hugo blushes. He retreats back into his chair. Fine. Wow, Hugo seemed really fired up about that. Where did he get this encyclopedic knowledge of wrestling? He's actually a wrestler. He's a wrestler. That's why he looks like this. But he has to, like, put up a facade of being nerdy. How do you know so much about wrestling? Oh, I, just pick stuff up. This is slightly more subtle than fucking... What's his name? From Pokemon X and Y? Was it X and Y? No, Sun and Moon. He wandering around, basically shirtless, but with a professor's coat on. He's actually a wrestler. That sounds suspect, but it seems like he doesn't want to talk about it. I turn my attention back to the Quizmaster. Alright, looks like we're down to the final category, and it's a close one between Provolone 2, lost in New York, Brian and Matt high five, and Harvati Kadavra. Hugo and I high five. We look over at Brian and Matt. Carmencita and Daisy all playfully give us thumbs down and stick their tongues out. I eat a big chunk of cheddar without breaking eye contact to show them just how serious I am. I will bury you. You are going down. One of you is not coming back alive. The final category is cool animals. Animals, huh? I never could take care of another living thing. Hell, I could barely take care of myself. Haha, I'm falling apart. Anyway, here's the questions. The Canary Islands were named after what kind of animal? Dogs. Fucking birds, you idiot.
Wrong.
How can that be wrong? How can that be wrong? Canaries are birds. How would it be... Not horse! It's not a horse! There was no horse option. What is the last animal that appears in the dictionary? It's going to be that, isn't it? Because look at the order. Z-E, Z-E, Z-Y, Z-O. It's not going to be Z-O, is it? It's going to be the one that has Z-Y in it.
Correct.
What manimal has the... What manimal? What manimal? What manimal? I keep saying manimal. What manimal has the thickest concentration of fur in nature? Is it a polar bear? No, polar bears have see-through... They've got transparent fur, but I don't think it's thickest. Chinchilla. Canadian beaver, duck-bill platypus, polar bear, or otter. I don't think it's polar bear, but I did think about polar bear first. Canadian beaver...
Directions.
I'm not sure. Duck-bill platypus, I don't think so. It might be the otter, but... I'm thinking polar bear.
Incorrect.
Right, didn't think so. Alright, I'm just going to come around and collect your scorecard. We'll see who came out on top. Remember, the winning team has 25 gift cards to Phil's Auto Care. If you need a horse part, Phil's will fulfill all your horse needs. God, I want that gift card. The Quizmaster goes in the back to tally up the score. I pick up what's left of our cheese plate. There's a bit of brie here that tastes absolutely divine on a cracker with a little bit of honey and dried apricot. So what are your plans after our big win? I think we're going to go find an encyclopedia and try and look up some of these facts so that we can possibly call him out on his bullshit. I'll probably... No! Not a horse! I'll probably retire, take Amanda somewhere tropical, drink something out of a coconut. Always wanted to do that.
Dick.
What about you? Probably take my winnings to Colin's gambling ring. Bet it... Colin's gambling... Oh, of course, his teacher. He's a teacher of Colin, and teacher is gambling. Bet it all on black. Walk out of there with more rubber bands in the shape of animals than I know what to do with. Bold, but I like your style. You want the last piece of Havati? Havati Kedavra. Nah, that's all you. You definitely earned it. After a couple of minutes, the Quizmaster jogs back into the room. Everyone immediately quiets down, waiting with bated breath for the results. Who will win the coveted gift card? I really hope it's us. Put it all on the BBC. Indeed. In fact, a lot of people do have to put it all in the BBC. But the fucking TV licenses are so expensive. God damn it. Hey everybody, we've had a great night. Lots of goofs, lots of laughs, and a little bit of light crying in the back, but that's neither here nor there. It was a close game, but the winner of tonight's trivia contest is... Provolone 2, Lost in New York. Come on down and get your gift card for Phil's Auto Care, where Phil Nominal Service is... God, I can't do this anymore. Please just take the gift card. Brian and Matt run up to grab the coupon and bow to the roaring applause of the crowd. I do my best to convey to Hugo a sense of appreciation for his hard work at trivia with only eyebrow raises and a shoulder shrug. We'll get them next time, Fisma. We'll get you next time, Gadget. Boo, indeed. Boo. We didn't win. They haven't heard the last of Avati Kedavra. Hugo and I walk back towards our cul-de-sac, emphasis on the sack, full of cheese and a sense of defeat. Brian's good, but I saw some tactical weaknesses there which I think we can exploit for the next trivia night. He seemed weak on literature. I think if we can establish ourselves early on, it would hurt team morale. Maybe it would get them more focused on the cheese than winning. You're right. Next time we'll be prepared. Shame about that one wrestling question, though. Ooh! Which I'm fairly certain he's going to come back with saying, I was right, bastard. I'm not kidding. I plan to write a strongly worded letter to whoever employed that man. Come on, there's got to be a story there. What do you mean? You didn't even stop to think. You pulled that wrestling knowledge out like you were there at the ring yourself. Oh no, if we found out it was actually you. You were all wrestlers. Every single one of them. Oh, it's just stuff I know. Ask again. Hugo, I figured you'd be better at lying after dealing with every kid in school for as long as you have. It's embarrassing. Keep going. You know what's actually embarrassing? Not being able to explain basic algebra to your daughter. You know what's definitely not embarrassing? Knowing stuff about wrestling. Hugo sighs. Alright. Okay, this wasn't a bad thing. I pressured him and he went good with it. If you really want to know, just follow me. What's going to happen? Hugo leads me to his house at the edge of the cul-de-sac, emphasis on the sack. We step inside, and his house is exactly what I expected it to be. Neat, and filled top to the bottom with books and art. Neat? 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 Neat, apparently.
Yes.
This isn't neat. So that is just paper just hanging out here. This is a mug. We've been out and there's just been a mug full of tea here. Hugo leads me to his house at the end of the cul-de-sac. We step inside and his house is everything expected. Neat, filled to the top to bottom with books and art. Okay. Welcome to my home. Sorry it's so messy. His house is actually spotless. I follow him down a hallway. What are we doing? Hugo opens the door and ushers me inside. It's pitch black. He closes the door behind us. Hugo flips a switch and I finally understand. Oh my god, he is a wrestling nutcase. Nutcase with an M. Curio cabinets packed with in-box wrestling action figures line the walls, along with posters, cardboard cutouts, and every piece of wrestling memorabilia imaginable. A giant widescreen TV sits on a decked-out media stand. What? A giant widescreen TV... Again, giant widescreen TV, apparently. No, it ain't. I don't think the artists and the writers have really sort of collaborated here. I'm speechless. I look over at Hugo, who's hovering by the door, doing everything to avoid eye contact. It's really embarrassing. This is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Wow. Not a lot of people have seen this, huh? It's the coolest thing I've ever seen. Penises! Are you kidding? Look at all this stuff. This must have taken you forever to collect. Artist? Art tablet? I don't know, actually. That might be... Oh, okay. Yeah, he's got, like, paintbrushes and stuff. I think he paints models as well. This must have taken you forever to collect. Can I touch this? Touch what? What are we touching? Go ahead, he says, moving forward.
Directions.
Are we touching erections? I pick up one of the replica championship belts and toss it over my shoulder. Do you smell what I am
Suck
cooking?
your dick.
I think the line is... It's meatballs. Sorry, I don't watch a lot of wrestling. I just think it's cool how passionate you are about this. Oh, yeah. I, really like wrestling. He's blushing so hard right now. Hugo, you bought the wrong kind of pizza rolls again. Wait, that's Ernest. Does Ernest call his dad Hugo? Looks like Ernest just got home. He's yelling in from the hallway. I can see Hugo immediately deflate. I told you those pizza rolls have less sodium. I just wanted you to be healthy, son. Ernest comes into Hugo's wrestling room and looks around with disgust. He notices me and scoffs. I thought nobody was allowed in your precious wrestling room. I never said that. I just said you're not allowed to take the action figures out of their boxes and pose them so that they're having sex with each other. Again. Every day this happens. Ernest gets flustered. Yeah, well, whatever. I'm gonna go throw eggs at stuff. Outdoors, I hope.
Suck your dick.
I hope he's throwing eggs outdoors, not just indoors, at the walls. Have fun with your stupid wrestling crap. Ernest leaves, then a moment later pops his head back in the room. And your stupid friend. Ernest storms back out of the room. I hear the door slam. Hugo warily runs his hand through his hair.
I don't know.
Sorry about him, and sorry that I have to keep apologizing about him. He's just going through a phase, I guess. It's called being a teenager. And a cunt. Yeah. One of them is a phase. I try so hard to impress him, but it's obvious that no matter what I do, he hates me. Ernest has a thing against authority figures, and you don't get much more authoritative than a teacher's dad. My ex, he gets to be the fun weekend dad, and I'm just Hugo, who makes Ernest eat his vegetables and turn his homework in on time. Hey, you love him, and you're looking out for his best interests. Take it from one dad to another. Someday, he'll come to appreciate you, and then maybe you can give him a slap and tell him he's been a terrible person all his life. Maybe not someday. Soon, but someday. I hope so. That's Casablanca, I think. Maybe soon, for the rest of your life.
Hey!
Thanks for letting me vent. Hugo glances at his watch. Suppose it's getting kind of late. Let's do trivia again sometime soon. I would absolutely love to. I start to leave. And hey, thanks for showing me your wrestling stuff. Maybe you can tell me some more about it next time. Hugo smiles.
Oh.
That would be amazing. I'll catch you around. It only takes me a minute to walk back home. Amanda's sitting on the couch, reading a book about female photographers. Wow, I thought you didn't like reading. I don't. This book is all pictures. I am a stupid little girl. I do not know what words are. A, B, they're just grades to me.
Dad.
And even then, my patience is being tried.
Oh.
Did you get to eat all the cheese your little heart desired? I am a happy little cheese monster. The cheese beast. Cheese beast. I am cheese beast. Spreading is stupid. Indeed. But I made sure to leave room for dinner. Who wants breakfast for dinner?
Hey.
Hash browns. Not that kind of breakfast. Toast dipped in egg. Blueberry pancakes. Oh, only if you'll help me make them. You know I'm the world's best blueberry sprinkler and also totally amazing at heating up the maple syrup in the microwave. Now tell me all about that cheese board. Amanda and I spend the evening cooking an elaborate breakfast with everything we can find inside of the fridge.
Directions.
Maybe some. It depends on whether I'm keeping erections in the fridge or not. I tell her all about the trivia, but leave out the part about Hugo being into wrestling. I figure she would probably find some nefarious way to use that information for a better grade. She does look like the evil one. We're into like the 80 millions. A+, that was just an A though. You can't read. Sincerity, fiscal responsibility, moustache, there's one. Youth, cheddar, brie. Not a lot of brie apparently.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Alright, well this usually takes longer, but we've only gone for like an hour and 30 minutes. Blimey. We can cut ahead and start doing Brian and Joseph. Usually we end up with like, you know, a chat showing up on the side and we have like a little side mission to do. Brian! Okay, what are we doing with Brian? We are messaging Brian, that's what we're doing. Hey, Daisy and I are going fishing tomorrow. Are you in or out? Oh no, I've been dreading this day. I accidentally boasted about my abilities as a fisherman to Brian, and now he's challenging me to another dad-off. I've been doing my fishing research online, but I'm nowhere close to being an expert. Still though, I have to accept. I typed back to Brian. Sounds great, man. Super excited to catch all those fish. And my lawn could use another mowing. Another good mowing. That'll show him. Brian responds back. Letting me know that tomorrow he'll pick us up at an hour I had previously forgotten existed. Man, that's going to be a rough start. Amanda! Amanda comes into the room from the kitchen, eating a cheese stick by biting it off piece by piece like some kind of monster. I didn't raise you like that. You didn't raise me at all. It's called string cheese and not chompy cheese for a reason. Amanda? Amanda! Did you just call me in here to criticize my controversial cheese string eating technique or what? No, Amanda. We have to go fishing tomorrow. Well, you have to go fishing. I get to play with Brian's dog. How do I become a master of fishing overnight? You went fishing in the Girl Scouts, didn't you? Nope. My stint in the Scouts was brief and purely transactional. The thought I could get free cookies, but I didn't know that I had to, like, be outside and tie knots and stuff. But I have to beat Brian. Dad, let me tell you a story. Do you remember last summer how I applied for a job at that coffee shop across town? Give me a refresher. During the interview, they asked me if I knew how to work an espresso machine, and I really wanted the job, so I lied and said yes. On that first morning, there was a line out the door, and within half an hour, I severely burned my hand, and they told me to go home and never come back. I still have a scar from that. Of course I remember. What does that have to do with fishing? The burn is a metaphor, Dad. I don't get it. You can lead a horse to water. Can you fucking calm the fuck down with the horse? What do horses have to do with fish and burns? Dad, please. I don't get your obsession with competing against horse. every game I play always ends up having a horse in it, and I don't understand why. Stop it. Stop putting horses in games, please. Oh, there's one. You wouldn't understand. It's a dad thing. Please try explaining it to me. Okay. Brian's just... He just thinks that he's so much better than me, and he purposefully reminds me of whatever he can. It's like he has to one-up me. I have to beat him at his own game. Is that what you think is happening here? No, Amanda! Okay. G. I know that's happening. We should both be
They were
getting
flinging
some
their
sleep.
poo!
See you in the morning. Night, Panda. Let's not get pandas involved. I brush my teeth and throw on some pajamas. I climb into bed, set my alarm, and close my eyes. Okay. Sleep. I am wide awake. I can't help but think about the last time I went fishing, hoping that there's something I can glean from it to give me an edge over Brian. I was about 9 years old. My dad woke me up one morning and told me to get dressed and meet him downstairs. It was still dark out. I had no idea what was going on, but before I knew it, we were both alone on a freezing cold lake. I had to sit there for hours while it got hot and muggy, the air thick with bugs. I picked at mosquito bites while my dad sat in stony silence, fishing pole in one hand and a beer in the other. We didn't catch anything. On the long drive home, my father brought me a pack of cigarettes and didn't say a thing. That didn't help. I think I have some repressed sadness about my father. I'll deal with that later. I'm sitting on a boat in the middle of a body of water. I can't see any land, but I know it's a lake. The water is placid and still. I'm holding a fishing pole. I don't understand why, but it feels like my life depends on catching fish right now. I cast my lure into the water and wait. And wait. And wait. My whole being is filled with hopelessness as I watch the line disappear into the depths below. You used the wrong lure. I look up and see my father, just as he looked that one cold morning, disapproving. I'm panicking now. I pull the lure up and try and grab a different one, but all of the lures in my tackle box are the exact same. I look up to my father for guidance, but he's gone. I try casting again, but I can't hold my footing. My boat tips over and I fall into the water, sinking further and further. I see the multitudes of fish that had been lying just below the surface, all swimming around me as if to taunt me. One fish swims up to me. He has Brian's eyes. Gotta use a neutral buoyance lure if you're going to try and catch a trout, buddy. I jolt awake to the sound of my alarm. It's fishing day! That would explain the weird dream. I groggily slip on some clothes and get ready. The fuck? Having fucking dreams about my dad and fishing. I spot Amanda's door half open and see her still curled up in a mountain of blankets. Walking over to her bed, I give her a tiny kiss on the forehead. Fishing day, kiddo! You ready? No. Well, you gotta get up. I can't do this without you. Also, stop sleeping in your clothes. Amanda pulls her comforter over her head. Never. Amanda! I'll get up in a minute. Alright, Brian should be here in 20, so you better not just go back to sleep. Amanda sticks her hand through the blanket to wave me away. I leave her room and make myself some coffee and another cup with lots of cream and sugar for Amanda whenever she gets up. Amanda eventually wanders in and chugs her coffee while I do word jumbles. I hear the doorbell ring. That must be Brian. Still rubbing our eyes, we walk outside to see Brian. He's decked out in fishing gear. No, he's not. Is this what he fishes in? Hawaiian shirt, a vest, and some shorts, I think? Daisy's falling asleep next to him. Early bird gets the worm, buddy! You ready to fish? I was born ready! My eyes narrow in on Brian. It's a good day to die. That is a Klingon quote. Hop on in, guys. Let's get this fishing started. Fishing party started, sorry. Anyway, wrong. I walk over to the driver's side door and open it. Woof woof! There is a dog. There is indeed a dog. Brian's dog immediately hops into the driver's seat, wagging his tail furiously. Can I see your license, sir? Maxwell, let Christmas sit! Maxwell obediently hops into the back to cuddle with Daisy. Amanda settles in next to Maxwell and Daisy and immediately falls asleep. You ready for an adventure? I'm ready for glory. I struggle to stay awake as we drive to the outskirts of town. Country music plays quietly from the radio as I watch trees pass by. So, where exactly are we headed? It's about an hour north of here. Little spot I've been going to since I was a kid. My dad used... Oh, this is Brian talking now. It's about an hour north of here, blah blah blah. My dad used to take me there all the time. I don't think anybody else knows about it. I brought everything we need so that we can catch some trout, have a nice little fire, and enjoy nature. He's a bit loud, isn't he?
I will suck your
My
dick.
fishing pole is in the shop. Getting it tuned up. Do you maybe have an extra I could borrow? But of course! It's probably not as nice as it sounds like yours is, though. Right. I'm digging a hole here. I stare out at the forest lining the highway. The sun is just barely over the horizon, scattering dusky pink light through the trees. For a split second, I spot a deer grazing on the side of the road before it leaps back into the brush? I was expecting bush there, but okay, brush. After a nice, quiet drive, Brian eventually tells me to pull off the highway and into a dirt road. The car bumps along until we reach a clearing that opens up to a magnificent lake. Well, here we are! I step out of the car and help Brian unload our gear as Maxwell runs around barking. The kids wake up and wander to the shore, where Daisy tries to teach Amanda how to skip rocks onto her own face. Brian and I carry the tackle boxes and cooler down to the edge of the lake where he has a canoe waiting. He's got his own canoe. Are we all going to fit in that canoe? Isn't that just going to be like... We're all going to fall down.
The existence of dream daddies implies the existence of nightmare daddies.
Yes. We encountered one earlier. Little worm going across the screen there. Excuse me. Ah, great. It's still in one piece. Oh, that's Brian, isn't it? Ah, great. It's still in one piece. Hold on. Help me out with Maxwell. Tie him to the boat. He's going to be our outboard motor. I help Brian place a tiny dog-sized life vest onto Maxwell. Is he going to come back with a life vest? Woof woof. Alright, your turn. Brian hands me a lime green life vest. Maybe if I fall in, you'll save me. I can swim, thanks. No thanks. Maybe if I fall in, you'll save me. If I fall in, I'm counting on you to rescue me. Suit yourself! I'm thinking about vegetables! Brian turns to Amanda and Daisy, who are still skipping rocks. She doesn't look that happy. Although you can't really see it because I'm in the way. You kids want to fish? I'm good with just throwing rocks into the water. If only you could aim at some fish, then you could probably knock them out. Can you knock out a fish? I know you can. I know if you grab them by the tail and just whack them on a rock, they die. But can you? Can fish go unconscious? I don't know. Do they even sleep? Do fish sleep? Alexa, do fish sleep?
All fish sleep
Yes.
with their eyes open, due to their lack of eyelids. However, fish sleep in different ways depending on their species.
There's a fucking goose
Some
in here.
sleep for short
Vomit
periods
child.
at all times of the day, while others that live close to reefs will be active for an entire day and then sleep at night.
Okay. Like people. Of course they sleep, they're a living thing. Amanda, also they got no eyelids. That's interesting. Amanda hurls a rock into the pond with gusto. Yeah, take that water. Amanda, you're supposed to be skipping them. Is that what we're doing? Daisy, don't you want to fish? I think catching fish is kind of inhumane. Oh my god, she's against the fatherly advice of the father. She's out the family. She's out of the family. It's not going to happen with her anymore. Also, vomit child. Yes, that's exactly what she does. We're going to go explore in the woods and look at bugs and stuff. Alright, be safe. Don't go too far. Brian puts the life vest around himself. Somehow. And we throw all of our equipment into the canoe.
Whales have an autopilot part
Somehow.
of their brain that makes them keep swimming while they're asleep.
I didn't know that. Maxwell happily jumps in and takes his place looking out over the front of the boat. I get into the canoe, somehow, as Brian shoves off. Somehow. We paddle together to get ourselves in the middle of the lake. Most freshwater fish usually feed at dusk and dawn, which is why I had to get you up so early. Yeah, I know. That's pretty
Directions.
common fisherman knowledge, after all. Fisherman knowledge that I am knowledgeable about. Are we standing in the boat? That's a terrible idea. We're going to fall in. Still a gambling man? You know it. Let's see who can catch more fish. And then we immediately shoot forward because of the fart. You can catch more than one? Sounds easy enough to me. What's on the line? Besides all the fish I'm going to catch, obviously. I was thinking something a little more like high stakes than mowing the lawn. You're good at words, aren't you? Custody of our children? More than that, let's say, if I win, I get your weed whacker. Which is not a euphemism. At all.
Erections.
No, not erections. I don't know how many times I've got to keep saying it. It's not erections. It is never erections. The Whackmaster 2000, that's a limited edition. But if you win, you get my pole saw. Again, not erections.
Erections.
Not erections, I've said. The Reach and Cut 3000. The cordless version? That's the one. Shit. The Reach and Cut 3000 is state of the art. My weed whacker is a prized possession, but there are those what the fuck? There's a fucking goose in here.
Whackmaster 2000 is my old nickname.
Okay, we're going to read this properly. Shit. The Reach and Cut 3000 is state of the art. My weed whacker is a prized possession, but there are those hard-to-reach branches at the back of the yard that have been begging for a pruning. Again, not erections. As that has portrayed. You're on. We shake on it. I suddenly remember that I don't know how to fish. My foolish fatherly pride will one day be my undoing. It's currently your undoing. What do you mean one day? I watch as Brian ties a lure and does some stuff I can't quite follow with his fishing pole he casts into the lake. Oh boy, now I have to do that. I stare down at the tackle box and at the pole in my hand.
Erections.
Not erections! The fishing pole! Fuck's sake! put some bait on the hook, insult the fish, stretch before physical activity. Insult the fish! Brian, the game of fishing is all about psychological warfare. Watch this.
Simply put your tackle in the hole.
I'm not doing that. I look out onto the serene, undisturbed lake. Hey, fish! ... Fuck you! Brilliant. Master fisherman.
Well,
I turn my attention to Brian. You'll be next! That'll show him. Now what? Perform fish mating call. Tie a knot or something. Meditate. Fish mating call. He's gonna hate us at the end of this. As you probably already know, fish also respond positively when tempted with the call of a potential mate. Observe. Gazing out at the lake, I prepare my call. Hey fish! Fuck you! Come fertilize these eggs, baby! Let me get that tail, you slimy fish! You got a hot pectoral fin!
I will suck your dick.
I will suck your fin! You slimy bitch. Okay, I'm officially uncomfortable. All part of the territory, Brian. I guarantee those fish are horned up and ready to get caught. Let's cast this sucker. I pull my rod back, again, not erections, and launch the lure as hard as I can. Oh!
Erections.
And the lure flies off the line and sails far away, landing in the lake with a loud sploosh. Sorry, I judged the wind speed wrong. The cold air drives the pressure down. Ha! Go ahead and take my pole. Not erections. I know it's hard. Not erections. Switching to a new not erections.
Yeah.
You're not used to. I'll fix up another lure. Brian hands me his pole. Not erections.
Erections.
With a smile, I just sit there, feeling like an idiot. Not erections. This is very bad. Oh my god, fishing around here is easy. They group
Erections.
up. All you gotta do is line up 3 of the same species and reel them in. Oh, I can do this. It's a bit difficult because they all look a bit odd, but I know this game. Wait. I need to match
Erections.
3 of the same species, huh? I can tell which fish is which.
match that fish.
I'm gonna mash that fish.
Nice match.
Yep, done it. Right, you and you.
Now you're fishing.
You and you.
Catch the day.
Right, diddly diddly doo doo. You and
Nice
nope.
match.
Okay, that worked. Ooh,
Nice match.
got it. Don't worry. This is all going to plan.
Catch the day.
I wished it was that easy. Oh, wait, is that giving me a clue? That is giving me a
Now
clue.
you're fishing. Nice match.
Yeah. You and you.
Rainbow trout.
Rainbow trout, yay.
Catch of the day.
Catch of the gay.
Now you're fishing. Nice catch. Now you're fishing.
Oh, now you're fishing.
Nice catch.
Yay, now you're fishing. Oh my god, what is that? Can that just go anywhere?
Now you're fishing.
Apparently so, that just cleared the entire line. No, that doesn't work. Yeah, I didn't think so. That's the Atlantic salmon. Like most salmon, they swim upstream to spawn. They are among the largest salmon species. Not erections. You.
Match of the day.
Erections.
Catch of the day.
Catch of the day.
Now you're fishing.
I've been fishing a while.
Catch of the day.
Yep,
Now
I know.
you're Fishing.
Thank you.
Catch of the day.
Yeah, I get. Yeah. Catch of the day. Ooh. No, I know. I did that one. I didn't try and click this one. It's just a bit weird. Catch of the day.
Catch of the day.
Catch of the day. It's really hard to tell these apart. Huh! No, but I'm clicking! Oh. Wow, this is way tougher than I thought. I look over to Brian, who's smiling and obviously enjoying his time out here on the lake. I will crush him. Suddenly, the fishing pole jumps in my hand. I respectively tug upwards. Not erections! I think I got something big. Not erections! Jesus! The tip of the pole dips down repeatedly and the line starts to run. No!
Hey.
Reel it in. I finally get the fish right up next to the boat. It's a long, beautiful rainbow trout. Brian hands me a net. It's all yours. I lean down and notice that my hands are shaking with excitement. This fish is bigger than all the ones Brian's caught. That pole saw is mine. The entire canoe tips over with me. I find myself sinking into the lake. I should have taken the life vest. Did I not? All of a sudden, I'm embraced under the water and pulled into Brian's arms. Not erections. I'm finally dragged and killed. Spluttering water. All of our gear floats on the surface. Maxwell doggy paddles around us in circles, having a great time. You alright? Does that count as one?
Erections.
Well, seeing as all our fish are now swimming safely back in the lake, I guess so. Brian laughs. Let's get you to shore. Brian and I flip the canoe back over, somehow, and fill it with our now soaking wet gear. We row back to shore with Maxwell in tow. Come on. Put it away. Once we get to the beach, Maxwell darts off into the woods. Brian takes off his shirt.
Erections.
Dots for lake... What the fuck? Dots of lake water glistening in the sun across his strong back. Man, all that general contracting must have built that guy like an ox. An ox? An ox doesn't look like that. Where are the horns? And apparently I shit myself. I hope he doesn't notice me staring. I'm going to get a fire going so we can dry off. Want to hand me yours? Not erections. Yes. Okay. I reluctantly take off my own shirt and toss it to Brian. It won't fit. I suddenly wish I had done more sit-ups in my life. Or any sit-ups at all, really. Another thing you've bested me in, stupid sexy Brian. You might as well fry that shirt up. Seems like it's the only lunch we'll have. The day's young. We can fish from the shore. Once Brian gets the fire going, I sit and try to dry off my pants. Brian sets a couple lures out by the water's edge. We're probably going to have to put the kibosh on the competition for now. I don't know what that means. Does that mean end it? Until another day, I will crush you. My stomach growls. You hungry? Oh, I'm fine. Brian reaches into his cargo shorts. It might be erections. And pulls out a few granola bars.
Erections.
Is that what that was? Oh, I thought it was erections. I have a small child. I am flushed with snacks. Let's not even think about that. Brian joins me by the fire and I accept the cargo short granola. And now we're back to waiting. Where did the girls get off to? Shouldn't they be back by now? I wouldn't worry about it too much. They're a couple of smart kids. That's what I'm worried about. They're too smart. They've probably established a small rural government by this point and installed themselves as leaders. I take a look around at the sun, cresting the tree line, casting the entire lake in a warm golden glow. The forest seems to be coming alive now. Birds chirp in the distance. Wow, nature is beautiful. A mosquito bites me. I slap my neck and curse. Fuck!
Erections.
Nature sucks. Here you go, bud. Brian hands me a bottle of bug spray. I begrudgingly take it and douse myself. I don't know why I've gotten really angry about this. Everything has become fucking... I've always hated how this stuff smells. Really? I've always kind of liked it. Reminds me of being outside. You're obsessed with being outside, aren't you? You'd just be a wild man, wouldn't you? You're the reason we have Wookiees. Maybe you and I have different sentiments on the outdoors. Maxwell comes bounding up to me, a huge stick in his mouth. He drops it at my feet and looks at me expectantly. I kick the dog. Throw the stick towards the woods, fake out throw, break the stick in half to assert your dominance. No, what you actually do is you snap it in half and then you throw both and see what happens. Fake out throw. Oh, please. Put them away. I wind up and pretend to throw the stick. Maxwell runs away for a second and then looks around confused. Brian and I laugh. I toss the stick to Maxwell for real and he jumps up to catch it in his mouth. It is a little messed up that we're... Oh, this is Brian again. It is a little messed up that we're taking advantage of a dog's inherent trust in humans for our own amusement. Don't get philosophical. He's having fun. Maxwell, get over here. I gotta make it up to you. I've really got to kick this dog now. It's time for the pets. What's the plan? Butt pats never fail. Scratch behind the ear. Rub that belly. Or Avada Kedavra. Butt pats. Rub that belly. Maxwell rolls over and lets me rub his belly. He wiggles on the grass, clearly loving it. Uh-oh. I feel like a bit of a third wheel here. Where are my belly rubs? Jesus Christ. Haha. I'm so flustered I can barely say anything. I just focus on petting Maxwell and hope Brian doesn't notice how much I'm sweating. While I'm playing with Maxwell, fish begin routinely pulling on Brian's lines, not erections. I watch Brian effortlessly fillet the fish, squeezing a bit of lemon on them, and frying them up in a cast iron pan. Before we know it, we have a feast fit for a couple of shirtless dudes. Amanda and Daisy emerge from the woods, looking totally unscathed. Whoa, Dad Bod Patrol! I'm going to have to issue you both a citation and demand you both put your shirts on. There are children present. Brian tosses me my now dry shirt. I pull it over my head, thankful that I will no longer be distracted by Brian and his pecs. Apparently it's meant to be an ox. Doesn't look anything like an ox. Where have you been, guys? Studying entomology? Obviously.
Well, you
Duh.
can grow all sorts
Idiot.
of things,
Fuck off.
Well, you can't grow concrete.
All right, Daisy. Jesus.
can.
What are you, 2? And you're saying fuck off and entomology? 2 of the
See you,
worst
Cameron.
swear words ever? See you, Cameron. We were playing with bugs. Is that a euphemism for running a drug ring? I expected you guys to be more covered in, like, mud and stuff. Daisy looked offended. What do you take me for, a child? Kinda. Yeah. What with you being like, I don't know, still in nappies? Are you, I don't know. Amanda puts a hand on Daisy's shoulder.
Dad.
Right. We take a seat around the fire and Brian serves us all generous piles of fish on paper plates. Piles of fish? Has he mashed them? I suppose I am getting old. I'm going to eat mashed fish. Wookiees, yes. And it's absolutely delicious. Why does he have to be so good at everything? Fish taste okay? Daisy and Amanda both nod furiously, mouth full of fish. It's incredible. I've never had fish this good. Yeah, it's great. Oh, Harding family recipe. Brian Harding. Is that your name? Or is it just Brian Old Harding? Why are your pants wet? Well, Amanda, we were out there on the lake, and then I accidentally tipped over the boat. Don't worry, all of the gear floated to the surface, so we didn't lose anything, right, Fistimer? Yes. That's exactly what happened. I can't believe he just covered for me. Gosh, he even out-humbles me. He's trying to beat me at everything, including my world-famous sense of humility. We finish our fish and end up playing catch with Maxwell for a little while before we decide to head out. After cleaning up the camp, we pack up the station wagon and let Maxwell into the back seat. The poor pup falls asleep in a cuddle puddle with Amanda and Daisy. They've had a long day. Been an ordeal today, but let me drive you guys home. I want to prove that I'm the most awake dad on the block, but yeah, I'm beat. Fine. As we drive away, I take one last look at the lake disappearing behind this music happening. Behind us and smile. I rest my head against the window, and the low rumble of the dirt road beneath us lulls me into a peaceful sleep. ... Hey, sleepyhead! I open my eyes and realise that I had dozed off in the car. I self-consciously wipe a bit of drool off my chin. Oh, hey, I was resting my eyes. And my arse. I was resting my arse. Yes, that's the funnier word. Just in case we suddenly have to jump into any sort of conflict, so I'm super awake for it.
Erections.
And ready to fight. With my strong arms. And my erections. It's all good. You earned some rest, buddy. Thanks for coming out with us today. I had lots of fun with you. Thanks for inviting us. I also had fun, actually. Glad to hear it. Take it easy, yeah? You too. We're still in the car. We haven't gone home yet. We're still driving as far as I'm aware. Brian chuckles to himself as he unloads the car, whilst moving. As far as I'm just saying, it didn't say that we had arrived. Amanda and I get inside and immediately collapse onto the couch, which isn't the healthiest thing to do. If you're just collapsing the moment you walk through a door, you probably shouldn't be walking. Long day. Yep. I was so close to that pole saw. Not erections. Pole saw, not erections. Yeah, Brian and I were competing to see who could catch the most fish, and... stop. Why do you care so much? Not erections. Amanda Panda, just look at the guy. He's so obviously got my number, and he's rubbing my face in
Erections.
it. That might actually be erections this time. That's actual 2 legitimate erections for that one.
Aww.
Dad, I love you. But you're kind of dumb sometimes. Not erections.
At this time of year, at this time of day, in this part of the country, localized entirely within your kitchen.
Yes. Dumb, or clearly the superior dad. You know what? I don't have any of the energy required to properly unpack your weird fixation with asserting your masculinity. You evidently don't have it. It's not a thing. I'm going to bed. Amanda slides into the floor, face down. Hang on. Amanda slides off the couch and face down onto the floor. Okay. She doesn't go into the floor. She goes down onto the floor. Again, they've started utilizing the slide down transition. I am a tired slug. Amanda, that floor is disgusting. I don't care. Well, night, honey. Night, pups. And then she just does a little sort of wiggle, 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 wiggle. She ends up,
Couldn't have done it better myself.
oh, really? Ends up slugging her way into her bed. Relax, Dad. Baby boomer. rivalry, bear hugs, trout, fishing. That was the worst.
Welcome. You've got dads.
You've got dads. Right, let's try and figure out what Joseph's doing. We have to figure him out. It's been a long day of clipping coupons. Because I'm an old lady, apparently. Bit weird. It felt like a light had gone off in this corner. I don't know why, but nothing has changed. Looks like there's a sale on boxed brownie mix. That reminds me. I wonder what Joseph's up to. I should see if he wants to hang out. Or if he wants to go to the store with me and use these coupons. Looks like he's online. Hey Joseph, wanna hang? Fisma! Hope you finally recovered from your brownie and juice coma, and I know I promised you a fun hangout, fun hang, but tonight I am actually chaperoning a youth group mixer. Amanda's invited, of course. If you're not doing anything, you should come. Oh, that sounds nice. And be a chaperone with me, because I need help. Less nice. Rubbing face in erections. Oh, you clipped it. Okay. Fuck. Okay. I think for a moment. I'm a little bummed out. Not erections. Of course. I suppose. I just wanted some me and Joseph time. Maybe to get to know him a little better. And figure out if he's actually a gimp.
Erections?
What the heck? My friend needs my help. I type back. Buddy, if you need me, you got me. Just tell me where I need to be tonight.
Your dick.
Joseph tells me... Oh, Joseph lets me know the details. It starts pretty soon. I should get ready. It's nighttime. I knock on Amanda's door and peek in. Yawn! Hey, Amanda. I'm about to head out. Where are you off to? Are you going to go extreme couponing? I'm actually going to chaperone this youth mixer dance thing that's happening at Joseph's church. He says you're invited, but if you don't want to come, I'll cover for you. You know what? I'm down. Maybe I can make some new friends. Because you don't have any. That's actually a good point. She doesn't have any friends anymore. I just remembered. Big sad thing. No friends. She needs... Come. Make some friends with real adults who aren't shitheads. Oh my god, my nose is feeling really bunged up all of a sudden. That's not good. But I'll have you know that I'm mostly doing this
Suck your dick.
for the potential of free food. Not erections. She needs to suck dick. That's not good. She's a child, I think. Thank you, Amanda. You get 4 daughter points today. Can I trade them in for a daughter lava lamp? You've got a lava lamp. You don't need a lava lamp. Don't be... You're scamming me. Don't do that. Yeah, I got like 3 scammers today. I got one on Discord, one actually phoned me, and the other one on WhatsApp. 3 in one day. I get the feeling they're all the same person. Fuck's sake. It's never happened before. It's never been 3 in one day. Sorry, you only have enough for a daughter spider ring, or some of those daughter plastic jumpy frogs. I like those things. They try their hardest. It's inspirational. We arrive at the church to find that nobody's there. There are decorations of balloons and banners and everything, but no youths. I've been to a couple of dances in my life, and not that I want to paint myself as some sort of dance expert, but generally dances require people. And those people need to be dancing. I have never gotten a scam. I mean, that's... you. Well done. Whatever you've managed to do to not end up with fucking tons of scammers, like, phoning you up or sending you messages on every sort of messenger imaginable. Well done. I don't know how old you are, so I'm assuming it's just something that you've learned to do over the years. I am 35. I got the internet when I was 16, and I'm fairly certain all of my details are on the internet. They are all out there. My phone number, my email address, my, I don't know, shoe size, everything is out there. And so I get all the scammers. I think the only way I could, like...
Directions.
The only way I could, like, get away from it is just starting again. New phone number, new email addresses, and getting one of those services that takes... I think they go into, like, the dark web and just, you know, delete everything. I don't know what they do, but they can start taking your information down from various places. Oh, that's not good. Jesus is coming. Not erections. Not erections.
Directions.
Not erections! I thought you were 25. No, I'm 35. I've always said I was 35. I'm not 25. I'm an old man. And those people need to be dancing. Yes, indeed. All of a sudden, Joseph jogs up to us. He looks frazzled. You're here? I need your help. Joseph gestures to the hand-painted banner hanging above the church. It reads, Jesus is coming. What? Yikes. Whoa. Well, that's certainly a thing. God made all things, Amanda. Forgot about the farts. He's a gassy man. Except for the banner. Ernest made that. Of course he did. I genuinely can't tell if he meant that maliciously or if he just can't spell good. You know what God also does? Forgives. Unless you're gay. He forgives teenagers and he never ever breaks their box mods. What's a box mod? Are you going to break Ernest's box mod? What is a box mod? Is that slang for anus? No, Amanda. That would be a sin. It is.
No.
He's gonna bugger him. But that's a sin, I think. It's the one right after sloth.
Yeah.
What? Manny? The saber-toothed tiger, whose name I don't... Was it Diego? It was Sid the Sloth. Manny the... Elephant... What's that called? Hairy elephant. The fucking... And then there's a saber-toothed tiger who's called... I think he was called Diego. Why can't I remember good today? I want to say Triceratops, but that's a fucking... Bison. Mammoth! Yes! Mammoth! Thank you! Shadow Wolf gets extra points today. I need your help getting this down before anyone sees it. I can swing that. Amanda, can you help? Physical labour, huh? What's it going to cost you? I don't know. What do you like? Puppies? kittens. Chihuahuas. I can get you some chihuahuas. They're delicious. Just put them in a bun and... very nice. Amanda begins rapidly scanning the mostly empty room, looking for an escape route of her own. It is a gym hall, so I think someone will tackle you to the floor before you get away, so you're not getting away that easily. I have to go set up the food. The food is already set up. I'm going to do a final inspection pass on the food to make sure it's up to code. I'm going to eat your food. Amanda's able to bolt away before myself or Joseph can get another word in. Phew, she can really book it when she wants to. I think you could as well. Try harder. Look at you. Look, you've got the physique for running. Go. Catch her. Catch my unruly child. If I say it's a sin if you don't, will you do? Her father was a giant pair of legs. I dated some giant arms once, but it turned out they were all right. You must have been devastated. It was Armageddon. Even he why is he giving me that face? The sort of get it? Face? I don't like it. No, it's... I get it. I'll workshop it. There's a gem in there somewhere. No, I got it. It just wasn't funny. It's a little bit funny. But not ha-ha funny. More shut up funny. I'm really glad you're here, Fisma. Are you enjoying my company, or did you just lure me out here for my strong arms and height advantage? I'm fairly certain I'm like this high on him. I'm a tiny man. A little of both. It's always something with you, Joseph.
Nice.
Nice, apparently. Something handsome and pious? Pious? Pious. What does pious mean? Has it got anything to do with pie? That wouldn't make sense. Well, whatever. You're not that pious. No. Stop saying pious. What is pious? Hang on, I need to know what pious means. Pious. I don't know these words. Deeply religious. Shit. Oh wait, that's just one of them. Of a hope, sincere but unlikely to be fulfilled. What does it mean to be a pious person? Someone who is pious is very religious and moral. Okay, I get it. Yeah. You're not that pious. Debatable? You alluded to breaking a child's vape pen. You just alluded to breaking a child's vape pen. Is that what we're talking about? I don't know what we're talking about. I would have lost the debate. You ready to do this? Let's make some magic happen. Magic isn't real, Fisma. God said that. God was also a bush one time. True. Joseph and I grab a stepladder and walk over to Ernest's banner. And don't elaborate on that. Yes, that is what a box mod is. Really? Wow, I hate that. Box mod. Just call it a vape. Unless that's like a... Ooh! I think that's like a brand, maybe. Joseph and I grab a stepladder and walk over to Ernest's banner. That turd Ernest had one final trick up his sleeve. Looks like this nightmare is stapled and taped 6 ways from Sunday. No, they're balloons. You're mistaking those for balloons. Any ideas? What happened to your strong arms and height advantage? Ah, right, I forgot about those. But I realise my oversized dad fingers are far too large to get leverage on any tiny staples. Use a knife. You got a hammer I can use to pry these off? Use a knife. Oh. Are you getting turned on because I've got a hammer? Fisma, this is a church. We get a little nervous around hammers. But you're okay around knives? Can you get a knife? You're not going to get anything... You're not going to get a staple out the hammer. And nails.
I will suck your dick.
Unrelated. Not necessary right now.
Directions.
It is a vape, but it's more advanced than a regular vape. Excuse me.
Oh.
I'm kidding. We just don't have a hammer.
Yeah.
But we have to hurry. The youths will be here any moment, and I'll never hear the end of it if we don't fix this. It'll be all over the internet. And that's a bad thing. How? Wait, I have an idea. I run to grab the marker that Ernest used to draw this thing and jump back on the ladder. We can't get it down, but we can send a different message. I only got one shot here. Let's do this right. Jesus is coming. Jesus isn't coming. Jesus is calming. I don't know how that's... How... Okay, if I've got a marker, how am I supposed to delete the G with a marker? Jesus isn't coming. That's not going to do well with him. Jesus is calming. Can't make that into an A. I want to find out how he's intending to delete the G. I managed to completely cover the G with the marker. No one will be the wiser. Oh, it's just conveniently the same colour as the... Alright. See? Like, Jesus is coming. Oh, cumin. The spice. Because, you know, he's all things. Even a thing of spice in your spice rack. This is a loose cannon interpretation of my religious doctrine. Well, at least he's not coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Why didn't you just turn the U into an O? Coming? Would that have worked? Oh, it would have worked. Oh, fucking idiot. Oh, fuck. Great idea. I changed the U into an O. Jesus is coming! Folksy! Let's just hope the youths don't notice. Joseph checks his watch. The DJ should be here by now. Just then the door swings open and a man struts in with his DJing equipment. Oh god, not him again. It's the world's most worst presenter. Is he gonna be keeping people down, depressed, and talking about his wife and his allergies? Because we get enough of that on this stream. Just then, the door swings open and a man struts in the DJ equipment. Wait, you're not the usual guy. What happened to Evan? Evan knew exactly when to play the Cupid Shuffle. Evan, as in, like, Evan Almighty?
That's the good stuff.
Spin Master Quinn this time. Hey, I'm not Evan. Evan sold all of his DJ equipment to backpack through Europe, so I'm filling in for him. I do envy him, though. What I would give to drop everything and start over. Ha ha! What is your microphone plugged into? You walked in like this. Wait. It's the sad guy from the trivia place. Are you alright? Alright? I'm better than alright. I'm DJ Spin Master Quinn! He sighs heavily.
I'm so sad.
I'm incredibly sad. I usually do trivia nights, but I moonlight on the ones and twos to give myself a sense of purpose in life. Is he okay? Well, you'll have to do. You have a playlist of fun songs that youths will like that won't inspire impure thoughts or tempt them to the dark side, right? Mate, you are the dark side. You have a dark side. You can't be doing all this and not be doing something evil on the side. You're a murderer. You must be murdering some people. This guy's gonna disappear, and it ain't gonna be my fault. It might be Ernest. It might even be Damien. If Damien shows up. Damien's kid as well, Lucian. Lucian? I don't know how you say that. I think it's Lucian. I don't know.
That's the good stuff.
The DJ thinks for a moment. Believe me, buddy, I got what you need. Okay, great. I'll let you get set up. The DJ leaves. Let's keep an eye on this one. He sounded like he was just going to play Creep by Radiohead on repeat. After some time, kids from the community start filing into the dance hall. Some of them seem to notice our sign hack, but they don't seem to care. Most of the kids group off into tiny clusters, standing in circles and casting sideways glances at the other groups of teens. Man, I do not miss being a teenager at social functions. Hey, hey, party people! Everyone in the room turns their attention to the DJ.
Spin Master.
DJ Spin Master Quinn coming at you with the sound that people want. We're off to a good start.
Right.
This next tune goes out to all the ladies in the audience. Ladies, let me hear you say, yeah! A few half-hearted yeahs echo through the crowd. Alright.
Hey!
He sighs again.
Bam.
Man, it's been a heavy couple of days. This next one's actually just for my wife, Sandra. I hope we can work things out. My little honeysuckle vine.
Now, who wants to listen to Radiohead's Creep?
Oh dear. The DJ begins playing Creep by Radiohead. Amanda sidles up to me, pizza in one hand and punch in the other. Creep, huh? Bold choice for a youth group. Let's see where he goes with this. After the song finishes, he plays Creep again. Is the DJ crying? If you watch the kids really closely, you can catch them cringe every time Tom York swears. There they go. Maybe we should do something about this. Joseph runs up to us. He's killing the vibe. Well, I'm sorry, we're at a religious youth group and he's killing the vibe by putting on something that is unreligious, I think. Not knowing the song, I'm assuming it's not meant to be played right now. They're listening to swears. Sad swears.
Yeah.
We have to do something. You guys should try to give him a pep talk. Maybe work him up to everybody. Oh, wait. That's a title. Maybe work him up to Everybody Hurts by R.E.M. or at the very least, No Rain by Blind Melon. They're just making these up. You want to help us cheer him up? Actually, I just saw my friend Federico, who is very unfortunately named Federico. He's from Latin. Yes, all of Latin. I didn't know you were taking a Latin class. I'm not. He is from the country Latin. This is what I picked up on as well. Yes, it exists. Don't Google it. You can go, Amanda. It's Fee. And she's gone.
My feelings hurt.
Joseph and I make our way to the DJ booth, where Spin Master Quinn is having a quiet cry. Hey, bud. Hey, hey, my dudes. How's the party jamming? It's, not. You're doing a bad job. You need to go away.
Hey!
Oh, I'm sorry, fellas. I'm just taking a moment to find my groove. Gotta play the sad tunes to properly appreciate the bangers, right? Not erections. That's not how DJing works. Shut up and play the hits. Play the booty bumpers. It's what Jesus would have wanted. Shut up and play the hits. Listen, bud, if we don't get some
Erections?
clean top 40s, top pop in here, top of the pops in here, the room is going to dissolve into a state of anarchic despair. We need the goods. We need those tasty jams. Tasty jam. Jam jam. No
Fat
onyxes
Master
allowed.
Quinn.
I can play Johnny Cash cover of Hurt. Does that count? Now listen to me, you son of a bitch. You're gonna sit here and play the cha-cha slide, wobble and Gangnam Style over and over again until these kids' ears bleed. And now he's thinking about dicks. Hey buddy, if it's problems you're having with...
Hey!
Joseph leans in close to me. What was his wife's name again? Sandra...
Erections?
Sandy... Susan... Sandy Sandra... Son. If you're having problems with Sandra... Apparently that made him think of dicks as well. I can help you too. I do counselling. It's my job here, and I'm very good at it.
That's the good stuff.
That is the good stuff. Oh, I don't know. I can tell that you're hurting. Nobody voluntarily listens to that much Radiohead on repeat unless they're really going through some tough times. Trust me, I know.
I am sad.
Joseph places a hand on Spin Master Quinn's shoulder, who immediately collapses into Joseph's embrace, quietly crying. There, bud. It's gonna be okay. Thank you. I'll put some dance hall anthems on. You're the best, Spin Master Quinn. With yet another crisis averted, Joseph and I return to the dance floor where Amanda's waiting with an ice cream cone. God knows where she got that from. Excuse me. They have ice cream here. Good work, Amanda. How's it looking out there? Apparently you've been eating some beans. Excuse me. Well, for a dance, there's not a whole lot of dancing. Excuse me. Joseph, you need to stop doing that. Looks like people are starting to bail, though. This is a disaster. Joseph, come on. Don't be so hard on yourself. This ice cream, top-notch. I'm sorry for dragging you into this, Visma. You and Amanda should go home. I'm not gonna make you stay here for the train wreck. That's exactly why I'm here. It's not a disaster. We can still fix this. We can! I suddenly realised that what we have to do. Amanda, get out of here. I don't think you're gonna want to be here for this, or be seen with me after this. Oh god, you're not going to. I throw my car keys to Amanda. I'll get a ride back with Joseph. Just remember me as I am right now, not as what I'm about to become. Amanda nods.
Stop it. Get some help.
God, no. Nice knowing you, Pops. She runs out the door. Joseph, I'm going to turn it up on the dance floor. With luck, we can get these youths into it as well. Are you in or out? Joseph stares at me.
No.
He knows what has to be done as much as I do. See you on the other side. See you on the other side. Joseph and I walk out onto the dance floor in the middle of the room. The youths all stare at us, unsure of what we're doing. Avada Kedavra! That solved it. Time to get our groove on. Let's start them off easy and work our way up to the more technical stuff. Start with the lawnmower. Roll the dice. The worm! No! No! And no! Can I click anywhere else? Why is this the only place I can click? Surely! Oh, come on. Actually, come to think of it, I probably should have been able to click all over the place during these moments. Oh, fuck. Okay, we'll start the lawnmower. Alright, let's start this baby. I start lawn mowing the dance floor. Josie seems to respond to that and decides to mow another patch of grass on the dance floor. That's the stuff. I look around. Well, it looks like we've got everyone's attention. Alright, Visma, let's turn up the heat. Shopping cart seems like the same thing. A running man? Since time immemorial... that's a word. This move has never let me down. I start jogging in place, matching the movements with my arms pushing out. This seems to awaken something in Joseph, who feels the fire or the running man. Who feels the fire or the running man deep within him? Ugh. Not erections. I look out. I look around the youths. They're getting into it. I lied to myself.
Erections.
Keep it up. Also erections. I think they're coming around. The Cabbage Patch, of course. You can never go wrong with a Cabbage Patch. Joseph follows my lead. This is fine. We both take our arms and move them around in a circle, as I assume you would do in a Cabbage Patch. I look around to the youths. I think they're, like, agriculture? I think it's working. If we pull the right moves, the kids will join us. He's farting up a storm in no time. Moonwalk! I start sliding my feet backwards. I can't tell if this looks good or not, but I think these kids still have seen enough people doing moonwalks that they understand the general concept. Joseph makes a moonwalk attempt as well. Surprisingly, pulls it off flawlessly. I look around to the youths. They're cheering. Alright, time for the big finish. An attempt an unrehearsed backflip. Oh no. Lift Joseph up Dirty Dancing style. Oh no. Death drop. I don't know what that is. I kinda want to make him do a backflip. Is it gonna work? I think we need to do this. I approach Joseph, a motion that I'm about to lift him up.
Douglas!
Are you strong enough to do that? I don't know! Without regard for human safety, I summon all of my might and lift Joseph above my head. It isn't quite Dirty Dancing, but Joseph is good sport and spread his arms while I spin him in a circle. I look at the crowd. They seem to love it. The kids swarm the dance floor. They're all laughing and dancing to the music. Looks like our job here is done. Somewhat obligingly, the kids take the dance floor and start to move around. Before long, they're starting to laugh and enjoy themselves. It was dicey, but we've done our jobs. Come on, the rest of the chaperones will take it from here. What?
Oh.
I have something to show you. Joseph leads me out of the main room and down various darkened corridors of the church. I can barely see anything and find myself tripping over my own feet.
Erections.
Joseph, I think I lost you. His hand finds mine in the darkness. I'm right here. I'm glad he can't see me blush while we keep walking. Where are we? This church is huge. We're almost there. I actually have to admit that I was a little dishonest with you. I didn't just invite you out here to help me chaperone. What happened to lying being one of the 10 things you're not supposed to do? I think there's an exception for when you're trying to surprise a friend. Joseph closes a door behind us. I guess we're in a random room in the depths of this church now. What could he possibly have planned? What could he possibly have planned? So, last time we talked about escaping to an island where we could live out an easy tropical lifestyle where our only... Not yet. Don't spoil it. I don't think that's happening yet. We've already had one person take their shirt off today. If we can get them all to do that at least once, I think we're playing this right. So last time we talked about escaping to an island where we could live out an easy tropical lifestyle where our only worry is trying to find that lost shaker of salt, whatever that means. Since we can't actually do that, I figured I could bring a little bit of the tropics to Maple Bay. It's not quite Margaritaville, but something like it. Joseph throws on the lights. Oh my god. He's made an office look like a bar. A cheap bar. Welcome to the Margarita Zone. I look around as my eyes adjust the light. It's his office, but There are twinkle lights strung across the walls like garlands of fake flowers, and 2 beach chairs set up in front of the desk. There's a blender and 2 glasses sitting on the table. Are we going to play Will It Blend? Because that always works with glass. Don't breathe this. Ukulele music plays in the background. Joseph.
There's a fucking goose in here.
Bum him.
A bum. Just out of the blue. Bum him!
Erections.
It might be erections at this point. Joseph, this is amazing. There is no pop tops to step on here, excuse me, but excuse him. You did this for me. Joseph takes a seat and gestures for me to do the same. I did this for us. I think we've both earned it. I settle in while Joseph pours us both margaritas, while sitting, which was awkward because it's very much a standing desk. Even though there's a chair there, it's a tall desk. All these are short chairs. I'm overanalyzing, aren't I? You really went all out. I have a flair for the dramatic, and you can't lead the community if you don't know how to make a good margarita. I take a sip of mine. It has glass in it. My lips bleed. Do you think the dance is going to go okay without our sick dance moves? No, not here. You're missing the point of Margarita Zone. Margarita Zone is a place of rest and relaxation. It's a place where you can kick your feet up and forget all about your worries for a while. And fart. Plenty of farting. Oh, how I love to fart in this room. That's why it smells like the inside of a packet of peanuts in here. And beans. Beans. There we go. That's the ticket. Watch out for blown out flip-flops because of his ass. Let's get tattoos of Mexican cuties. Interesting. It's heaven on earth with an onion slice. It's heaven on earth with an onion slice, whatever that's meant to mean. Oh, he doesn't like that. I think that's cheeseburger in paradise. Oh, right. I'm just now realizing that I only know 2 Jimmy Buffett songs. I'm going to have to revoke your dad card for that one. Joseph gestures to the makeshift island bar he's made.
Right.
You know, it's funny. This reminds me so much of when I was younger. I've been meaning to ask, what did you do before you started preaching? I was a gimp. Big old gimp. It's uninteresting. I left home young and got into a lot of trouble. What? Oh, no, that wasn't a what? What do you mean? That's a... what kind of trouble? Trouble meant I got to go wherever I wanted, whenever I wanted. I hitchhiked around the country, went on adventures, met all kinds of people, did some stuff I'm not proud of. But I was young and in love, and I didn't have to answer to anybody. And now, I host fundraiser car washes and take the kids to soccer practice on the weekends. ... Sorry, I don't mean to get heavy here. I mean, the more gas you release, the denser you get. So it's perfectly fine. We need to release all the tension in your butt so that I can bum you. It's okay. It seems like you spend a lot of time taking care of others, but not enough time taking care of yourself. If you need to talk about it, I'm here for you. Joseph stares deeply into the blender filled with ice and margarita mix.
Oh.
It's just... I think about Margaritaville a lot. Or I guess the concept of it. A place where I could strum on my 6-string while I wait for the shrimp to boil. What? Drink margaritas all the time. Forget my worries. It's an easy life. I had Margaritaville once. But I think the closest I'm ever going to get back to it is Margarita Zone. A short and occasional reprieve and fart from daily life. Is that such a bad thing? This is pretty nice. It doesn't last forever. That's the rub. Erections. When you're in Margarita Zone, it's not like your problems have really gone away. You're just choosing to ignore them. Maybe you're looking at it the wrong way. Maybe Margarita Zone is actually better than Margaritaville, because Margaritaville itself is an impossible ideal. Remember what Spin Master Quinn said? Sometimes you have to play the sad tunes to appreciate the bangers. If stepping on a pop top is your biggest concern, how could you possibly appreciate the boiling shrimp? I don't know what you're talking about. Boiling shrimp? That sounds disgusting. Pop top? What's a pop top? I'm googling all sorts of weird words today. Pop top. What? Doesn't help. Are there images? What's the image for a pop top? What the fuck is this? Oh, is it a car? Is it like a van? Is that what they mean? Pop tops?
Erections.
Not erections! I think that's what it means, because there's a lot of vans here with like a weird sort of lid. But there's also this... I mean, I can just show you, can't I? Like, there's this. I don't know what this shit's going on. What is this? But like when I go down here, there's like these things as well. I don't know what this is. Pop top alien species fandom for alien species. I think that's it. Starbound. Weird. Remember what Spin Master Quinn said? Sometimes you have to... Okay, boiling shrimp. Why do you boil shrimp? And Margarita Zone isn't landlocked to this office. I think it's about finding a little piece of Margarita Zone throughout your day and taking joy in those moments. That's awfully optimistic of you. I mean, you could have just said optimistic, rather than saying awful. Why bring it down? Just say it's optimistic. Nothing awful about being optimistic. Except what you're optimistic about. Doesn't have to be anything big, for me. Not erections. Stop it. Behave yourselves. For me, I think it's being able to quietly do word jumbles and drink some strong coffee in the morning to see my daughter smile, or... ... I smile at Joseph. To spend some quality time with erections.
Oh.
Yeah? Yeah. I can feel myself leaning closer to Joseph. Is it just me? Or is he leaning closer too? Am I about to bum him in the gob? Joseph tenses up. He downs the rest of his margarita and hops up out of his chair. It's getting late. We should head back. Sure. Now, maybe if I hadn't gotten that thing wrong earlier, maybe he'd be getting bummed in the gob. Which is now a thing. I think Flat has said that to me before. Bummed in the gob. I like it. Don't know why though. I can't remember why he'd be saying that. Joseph and I make sure that make sure the dance wraps up without incident before he takes me back to the cul-de-sac. Emphasis on the sack. I hop out of Joseph's car before he pulls into his own driveway. Thanks again for the help. Thanks again for the Margarita Zone. I've drunk a lot of margaritas. Maybe we'll go back there one day. If we do, it'll be my own damn fault. Joseph chuckles and drives away, crashing into every postbox he finds. I walk into my living room and find Amanda curled up under a blanket and groaning on the couch. She has been stewing up a fart for weeks. Hey Panda, you feeling okay? Dad, I have a tummy ache. You need to fart. Eat too much youth group food? I drank too deeply from the well of life, and now I pay the price, not pay the practice. Fake mon. I don't know what that means. And oh, you mean this thing? Oh yeah, the pop top thing. No, I think it's from Starbound. It says Starbound Wiki, so it must be one of those things. And by well of life, I mean that big lukewarm punch bowl of seltzer, juice, and sherbet. Why would there be sherbet in it? Is that what punch is? Sherbet? Sherbet juice? That sounds disgusting. Amanda slides to the floor with an elongated groan. Need anything, kiddo? Time machine that goes back to approximately 2 hours in the past so that I can warn myself of the folly of excess. I'll pour you a glass of water. Love you, Pops. How'd the dance go? Oh, I crushed it. I got the kids on the dance floor at the expense of my dignity. A fair trade. Also, everything hurts. I'll see you in the morning. Night, Dad. Everything hurts. Including my bumhole.
Thank you so much.
I'm sorry?
Directions.
Sorry, what? Thank you so much. Could you have said that a little bit louder? So that the entire room could hear. Number 1, Dad. Family vacation. Kickflip. Cool. Crying. Radiohead. Weird. Another dreary night. Another listless stroll through Maple Bay. I've really been bonding with the community at Jim and Kim's lately, so my strolls have been leading me there more and more often. Please, no. I don't want to go to Jim and Kim's again. I can't do any more pirate accents. Peter the man from the bank, Keith from down the street, Evelyn who I saw at the deli that one time, and Guy whose name I think is Carl are basically members of the family at this point. Okay. In fact, I heard Neil, the surly bartender, mention that tonight is Keith from down the street's birthday, and that he'd have to get that little baby a little cake for his special little day. I think he was probably just being a dick. But, I head into the bar anyway. The mere possibility of cake is a strong enough lure for me. Yes. I step inside just in time to see Neil washing a cake tray with a crime scene outline of pink icing on it. Huh. I guess it really was Keith from down the street's birthday. And I missed it. I sit down and order a beer. As I sit down... Oh, no! No! Not again! Please! As I sit down at the bar, I notice Mary from next door sitting in the corner of the room drinking alone again. She must be having a rough day. She seems so weary and so sad.
Yes.
She's been doing this more and more often lately.
That's got to be the best pirate I've ever seen. So it would seem.
Everything just went quiet. A pang of guilt shoots through me. Does she know? Is this because of me? Am I a homewrecker? Say hi. Keep watching the game. I decide to go say hello. I walk over to her booth. She doesn't look up. This seat taken. She still doesn't look up. I take a seat anyway and she finally notices me. You! Okay, this was maybe not the best idea. Hey. Having fun with your new best friend, Joseph? He's a great... I'm so glad. I'm happy for the two of you. Mary, I'm not... I'd never accuse you of anything uncouth, Visma. You're just an innocent, very platonic time with my husband. A supportive friendship. You're a good friend, aren't you? Yes. Just a friend, or I'm there when he needs me, Mary. You son of a bitch. Unlike some other people in his life. So you're an... hang on, pirate voice, isn't it? So you're an expert on my marriage now. It doesn't take an expert to see that you two are miserable. I am not trying to be an expert in your marriage. I'm sorry. It doesn't take an expert to see that you two are miserable. Then what does that make you? We were miserable a long time before you started poking into our business, buddy boy. Don't come around thinking you're some paragon of empathy just because you got involved where you weren't welcome. Mary takes a long sip of her drink, blinking very rapidly to the right. That was a mistake. You know you're really not his type. I'm surprised. Mary pays her tab and strides right out of Jim and Kim's without looking back. We either fucked up or did something amazing just now.
You've got dads.
We might as well go for Robert. We've done 4 people now. We might as well get on with Robert. Yes. I had a lot of fun with Robert the last time we hung out, but I'm beginning to wonder if he's dodging me. I've tried messaging him a few times, and Dadbook says he hasn't even read them. Haven't even seen him come out of his house, actually. I decided to send him one last message, figuring that this'll produce the same result. Hey man, don't know where you've been, but we should grab a drink soon. I walk away from my computer because at this point, I know he's not messaging me back anytime soon. He might be. Also, I've really fucked my throat up a little bit. Feels like a chunk of my lungs have just come up. Either that or it's just hair. That happens when you're a pirate. You end up with lots of hair in your mouth. Because of the beards. I linger in the kitchen. I'm all caught up on work. The house is relatively clean. Maybe I should do something nice for Amanda. I'll bake her...
Get some help.
Just stop talking to Mary. I don't think I had a choice. The story took me there, and it was either talk to Mary or not, and Mary would come over. I'll bake her favourite pie. I root through the pantry and pull out all the ingredients. It's an old family recipe that I used to make with my grandmother when I was a kid. I lost the actual recipe card a long time ago, but I think I'll be able to remember how to make it. I start mixing the ingredients together for the crust until I get a nice dough. I throw some cherries into a saucepan to make the filling. Normally, I don't like to multitask in the kitchen, but this cherry pie is a piece of cake. Pie? It's a piece of pie. Piece of pie cake. Piece of cake pie. Piece of pike. Piece of kai. I'm making a pie. ... Man, I can never remember what temperature you're supposed to set the oven at. I'm pretty sure it's 375 degrees. Now, in the UK, we use Celsius. So that is going to get burnt the moment it goes anywhere near the oven. Who am I kidding? I'm never wrong when it comes to this pie. My special twist on Grandma's recipe includes a secret ingredient that not even Amanda knows about. It really makes the cherries extra flavorful. It's oregano, isn't it? God, why can't I remember what the secret ingredient is? More cherries, salt, almond extract? Would that work?
Erections.
I don't have the option for erections. I don't know, almond extract? Oh, it's almond extract. Duh. Yeah, fucking duh. Idiot. Oops, I accidentally poured a little too much in. Way too much in. I'm sure it's fine. Baking is an art, and some of the most beautiful art is made from mistakes. I finally get the pie in the oven. How long am I supposed to leave it in there? 50 minutes? 50 minutes at 370 whatever Celsius. That is just gonna be one black biscuit at the bottom of the oven. Oh fuck. Just wing it. Amanda's going to be so excited. That kid loves a good pie. Have a seat at the kitchen table and do word jumbles until Amanda comes home. I can hear the door slam open. Yo, Pops, what smells like pie in here? It's pie. Amanda darts over to the oven and looks inside. Yes. Hey, it's not done. Be patient. What's your angle here? What? Pies are an objective-based confection. What are you trying to get out of me? Fine, you caught me. Nothing. I've been leading a double life. I've been leading a double life? I'm sorry, Amanda, but I'm gay. I've been smoking oregano. I've been stealing pizzas. I don't think we stole pizzas. What did we do? I've been running into the back of cinemas. What did we do last time? We've been up to so much. Been dancing with church ministers. I've been fishing with someone who's far too keen to get his shirt off. I've been petting dogs without you. Amanda, I have terrible news for you. I'm actually a pro skateboarder, an aspiring astronaut, and bank robber. Oh, I see. You skateboard into space using the half pipe, and then you rob a space bank. That's how it works. Am I making steamed hams? No. But if it does burst into flames the moment I look at it, I will shout "Egads." Or is it "Egads"? I can't remember. I don't know. The jury's out on that one. The lifestyle was calling me back, and I must go. One last job. You know how it is. This pie was the only way I knew how to tell you. Well, I appreciated the years we spent together, but a trade-up is a trade-up. Remember me when you're kicking your feet up in Ibiza. Thanks for all the pie. We share a cordial handshake. I wait a few more minutes before taking the pie out of the oven. I set it on a rack to cool, and guard it so Amanda doesn't dig into it before it's ready. Huh. What? Does it look kind of weird to you? Oh. That's just me taking artistic license on what cherry pie means to me emotionally. I'm just saying this because, you know, it seems like you might have baked this pie incorrectly, and you're currently, right now, trying to pass it off as a good thing. It's art! Was it art when you accidentally baked a whole uncracked egg into the center of my 12th birthday cake? Art! Was it art when you tried to make brownies and accidentally created chlorine gas? Art! Was it art when you... Art! I cut us a few slices and we sit down to eat. The cherry filling oozes out of the sides and the buttery crust glistens. I watch as Amanda takes a bite. Ugh! What's wrong? Is it not good?
No.
Amanda winces and fans her mouth. No! I just burned the heck out of the roof of my mouth. This pie is amazing. Sorry for doubting you. I breathe a sigh of relief and take a bite. She's right. The pie is pretty incredible. As it is. As it always is. Also, ow. Ow. My mouth hurts. I'm pretty proud of you for making a pie without burning the new house down. Oh yeah, we just moved in. Slightly confused. For me, it's been weeks. Also, the moving out thing is quite fresh in my mind, but we haven't done that yet. I got a few dad tricks up my dad's sleeve. Is that a euphemism for your butthole? Maybe fathers aren't as bumbling and stupid as the media makes us out to be. Maybe we as a society should have a little more respect for fathers as a hole. A hole. Dad, your sleeve is on fire. I run to the sink and put myself out. Pride will be on my bum.
Directions.
Pride will be my undoing. Amanda and I clean up the kitchen and play a little more living room hoops before she retreats to her room to do homework. I go back to my word jumbles. Hey, this one spells cat! Very simple word jumbles. So small, these words. They're like A, there's just at, and then C. And then the other one's just come, moo. That's not a word. The rest of the evening trickles by. We eat dinner. I help Amanda with one of her scholarship applications, and we both start getting ready for bed. I decide to check Dad Book one last time before I climb into bed. Still nothing from Robert. Huh, I hope he's okay. I turn out the light and lie down. Hey. Visma. Hey. Hey, Visma. Hey, I'm outside. Come outside. I walk over to it, ready to turn it off, when I notice what's happening on screen. Don't make me honk. I will honk. Get out of here. I look at... Get out of here. I look out my window, and sure enough, there's Robert leaning up against his pickup truck in my driveway. Jesus Christ, it's like 2 a.m. I open my door and try and figure out what's going on. Hey. Hey? Wanna hang? I was kind of sleeping. That's no fun. Come hang out. I would argue that sleeping is very fun, but I don't have to be anywhere in the morning. Might as well. Live a little.
I will suck your dick.
Honk. Sure. Cool. You plan on going out like that? Look down and realize that I am in fact not wearing pants. I mean, I don't mind. Right. 1 second. I immediately take off my underwear. Right, I'm ready. I run inside and throw on my going out pants, shoes and a jacket. I grab my keys and meet Robert back outside. We'll read that again. I run inside and throw on my going out shoes and a jacket. I grab my keys and meet Robert back outside. We're not wearing anything on our trousers. On our trousers? We're not wearing trousers. We're not even wearing pants.
Yes.
Ready? Ready. Hop in. I jump into the passenger seat of his old red pickup truck. I have to move a few empty cigarette packets and gas station receipts out of the way before I can sit. Robert silently starts the car and we drive out of the cul-de-sac. Emphasis on the sack. Bit vibratey. You like Tom Waits? I don't know, do I? Who? Hoist that rag, baby. Yeah. Alright, fine. I lo. Before I can answer, Robert turns up the radio. Yep, that's Tom Waits, alright. He lights a cigarette and cracks the windows. We drive together in silence.
There's a fucking goose in here!
Isn't your child going to panic when they wake up and you're not there?
I think my child would panic if I was there. But you didn't go out? When you were asked to? You mental bastard.
Yeah.
What are you doing? There are dads. To bum. Go bumming, Dad. Please. Again with the tense music. So, where are we going? Robert doesn't respond. Am I about to get beaten up because I pissed off Mary? Robert? Oh, I heard you. He still doesn't answer my question. I look out the window and notice that Robert is taking us to the highway. I twiddle my thumbs. Well, whatever I've got myself into, it looks like I'm in it for the night. I settle into my seat and watch streetlights pass. I glance over to Robert, who's driving intently. He looks tired, as he always does, but there's something a bit more there that I just can't place. He's either about to go and, like, sort me out, by which I mean erections. It's not what I mean. He's probably going to go murder me. They were flinging their poo! Or he has got some adventure planned and he's just not answering because he doesn't want to spoil it. Or there's going to be some dick sucking happening. I don't know. Dogging. I mean, this would be the vehicle for it. I glance over to Robert, who's driving intently. He looks tired. Blah, 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 blah. Are you okay? I like your car. Say nothing. Are you okay? ... Just peachy. Stop looking so nervous. I'm not nervous. You are. I'm a little nervous. Just hang on. We're almost there. Almost where? I have no idea where we are. I think we're moving at a slight incline. I'm not so sure. We eventually come to a stop. Robert gets out of the car and I sit for a second, unsure if he wants me to get out or get out too. What are you waiting for? I hastily exit the car. Robert sits on the bed of his truck and pats the space next to him. Are we stargazing? Oh, no we're not. We're town gazing. I sit down and take in the view. We're on a hill overlooking the city skyline, against the bay. The cool night air rustles from trees near us as lights blink in the distance. Off to the side, I can see an entrance to a dense forest. Man, it's all so gorgeous. This is where I come to masturbate. Oh. Me too. Why not? What?
Oh.
I'm kidding. What's wrong with you?
Oh.
This is my little spot where I come to think and masturbate.
I will suck your dick.
Nice. You can see the whole city from up here. Really gives you some perspective, like how small your penis is as you're masturbating. Robert reaches behind him and pulls something out from under his jacket. It glints in the moonlight and suddenly realizes what it is. Oh shit, that's a knife! Oh. Please don't stab me! Robert reaches into his pocket and pulls out a small piece of wood. Please don't stab me with that either! Probably a very blunt piece of wood. Robert takes the knife to the piece of wood and starts carving at it. Oh, I breathe a very audible sigh of relief as Robert looks at me sideways. Did you think I was going to stab you just now? What? No. I hate to break it to you, but I did, in fact, bring you out here to harvest your organs. He's gonna kill me. Play along, by which I probably take the knife and stab myself and go, here you go. I laugh. I laugh. That's nervous laughter, not funny laughter. Well, you are a bit intense. Come on. You're driving like a psychopath, and then you take me here, and then you start acting slightly more normal. Fucking mental person. I'm having a great time. Robert reaches into his pocket and pulls out a folding knife that he opens and hands to me. I'm going to warn you, the last guy I had a knife fight with lost 3 fingers because he didn't know the what the fuck? The 8 basic rules of knife fighting. You're familiar, correct? Am I going to have to list them now? I honestly can't tell when you're kidding. I'm so many levels of irony deep that I've forgotten what humor is. He and I laugh.
Oh.
Have you ever whittled before? The closest I've come to whittling is masturbating in front of a town. Considering I'm not a grandpa.
Erections?
No. Yes, indeed. Now it is definitely erections. What do you mean by that? Well, I just thought that you would have a block of wood shipped to you along with your first social security check. Fisma, I'll have you know that whittling is a time-honored condition. I have a condition. I need to masturbate on a hill, looking over the town. Enjoyed by both young and old alike. What you're dismissing... That you're dismissing it before you've even made it to try to fuck it. However, because I cannot fucking read what he's saying. However, because I've gotten to know you for some time and have come to think of us as friends, I'm willing to attribute it to ignorance instead of malice. Got that one? What I'm saying is, go get that stick.
Suck your dick.
I will suck your dick. Robert motions to a good-looking stick on the ground. Perfect for potential whittling. I pick it up. The most important thing is to remember while whittling is to cut with the grain, not against it. If you cut against the grain, the wood is going to splinter. Isn't the most important thing safety? Aye, aye, Jim lad.
No.
No. Getting hurt comes with the territory. Look at my damn hands. I look at his damn hands. They're calloused and covered in little white scars. They are very nice hands. I mean, that's contradictory, but yeah. I mean, I've got scars on my hands.
Yes.
You probably can't see it, but like, I actually do have a scar on my hand, and that is, I got that from jabbing my hand with a broken plate as I was cleaning it. I needed to get 2 stitches. Well, first of all, they tried to glue it, and then I needed to get 2 stitches in my hands to get it sewed up. 10 hours in the A&E I had to wait to get 2 stitches. 10 hours. It's ridiculous. I was knackered. And those stitches were the absolute worst. I've had piercings in more sensitive places that hurt more than that. That was the worst. Yeah, I do have quite a lot of hand scars. I've got like a little burn there, which I got from a glue gun. No. There's a fucking goose in here!
I stabbed myself in the leg with a Stanley knife, superglued it myself, took way less than 10 hours, not even 10 minutes.
They tried to glue this, they tried to glue that, and it wouldn't take. And so it needed stitches. But I got a scar there that I got from making toffee apples. And then I got that one from a glue gun in an identical place on my hand. You can't see them. You obviously can't see them. But yeah, that's sort of what happened. But yeah. I think I've got...
Directions.
Yeah, I've got a scar up my finger there as well. I can't remember what that was from. I think I was being stupid with like a knife or something, and it just, I think it just went up there. Either that, or it was like I scratched myself with a bit of wood or something. But yeah, that ended up being a scar. I've got another one on my arm from a Jack Russell that we were looking after for a little while, and then my friend Ben slapped it, and I think that's what caused it to be a scar, because it was healing up quite nice, and then he slapped it and it opened up again. Yeah. My hands have not had a good time of it. And I've got various other scars all over the place. It's fun. Where did you get piercings? Well, I'll give you one guess. Did you stab yourself on porpoise? You should have used super glue. Just normal super glue. Not even like surgical glue, just super glue. Yeah. I look at his damn hands. They're calloused and covered in little white scars. They are very nice hands.
No.
No, it was an accident. You can't make a stick omelette without not reading the rest of that, apparently.
Knife that wood.
Oh, God. What? Really? What am I making? What am I making? Ooh. I made a pencil. Sharp stick, pencil, knitting needle.
Directions.
Or erections. Pencil. Good luck writing with that. You made a highly dangerous weapon. Da 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 da. Tell me about this one. Obstacle stick, tongue depressor, flatworm. Tongue depressor. I should put that in my first aid kit. Never know when you might need one. That's a lolly stick, though. Oh. You can rotate. What's going on there? Why is there a seam? How hard is it to just, like, replace the model? That's weird. Toothpick. Toothpick, bubble popper, something to make me look tougher. It's working. I think you could take me in a fight, probably. Tough guy accessory, yeah. Chicken nugget? I don't know. Ouija board planchette? What's that bit there? That bit shouldn't be on there. I don't know. And that's just fine. Nice. I'm glad he's accepting of my failures. Nice form. What's it supposed to be? Self-portrait. Louisiana. It's you! It's you. You really captured my likeness. I'm impressed. Yeah, you're a chicken nugget. Can you use these later in the game? I don't know. But I did really just super glue your leg. Wow. I think you've told me that before. And I was surprised then as well. It's a house with a really big chimney. Look at that. What do we have here? Chopstick, righty, chopstick lefty, chopstick ambidextrous. It's a stick. As are chopsticks. Come on, Robert. Use your imagination. Ooh, that's a big bit of wood. Erections. If you keep this up, you'll be whittling through in no time. Duck. Swan. New friend. Duck. Maybe next you can carve up some wooden bread crust to feed him. Isn't that just what I've been leaving on the ground? I swear if a penis shows up. What is this? Horse! Why is it always a horse? Beautiful handiwork. What do you call it? Big old dog. Spirit of the Mustang. Sir Horsington the Brave. A brave and noble name for a brave and noble creature. Doesn't have a tail. I failed. Hey. Oh, hey. Robert and I sit in silence for a while, carving our pieces of wood. I think I'm getting the hang of this. It's actually kind of relaxing. I glance over to see what Robert's working on. He's carving a smaller wooden knife. Ah! While I'm distracted, the knife slices into my thumb. Blood gushes all over my little wooden carving. By which I mean my penis. Robert is lost in carving and doesn't notice me bleeding everywhere. Robert still doesn't notice. Robert, I'm dying! Help! My horse killed me. I'm bleeding to death! Robert finally looks over. He reaches into his jacket again. Jesus, how much stuff does this guy keep in there? And pulls out a red bandana. He wraps it around my thumb. Hold tight. He hops off the truck and I can hear him rummaging around in his car. He comes back a moment later with a well-stocked first aid kit. Robert carefully wipes all the blood off of my hand and swipes a bit of antiseptic onto the cut with surprising gentleness. He places a bit of gauze on the wound and wraps it all up. You okay? Yeah, I'm good. He hands me what's left of the tube of antiseptic. Make sure to keep that cut clean. It's oddly touching and a little sexy. I guess I'm a real whittler now. That you are. Be careful, though. They're attracted to the smell of blood.
Yes.
Wait, what? What's attracted to the smell of blood? Knives. Just knives in general. They fucking love it. It was actually a horse, yeah. Cryptids. Ton of them out here, you know. Cryptids? Like Mothman and stuff? Mothman is bullshit, but yeah, this town's a hotbed of cryptozoological occurrences. You're joking. Oh, how I wish I were. I'm a skeptic myself, or at least I thought I was.
Suck your dick.
There are things in these woods that we can't possibly comprehend. I think about my entire time in this city, aside from this is my internal monologue now. Fuck. I think about my entire time in this city, aside from the occasional stray coyote. I don't think it's too bad. Sentence went a bit weird in my head. You ever hear of the Dover ghost? No, but did you know that every one of us has a skeleton inside us?
Erections.
I mean, how else are erections made? I don't think so. Well, let me tell you a story. I was out in the woods here on a weekend camping trip with Betsy. You don't know Betsy, but she's a big pup, pit bull, real intimidating. I feel safe around her. First night goes without incident. I get some solitude. Betsy gets to pee wherever she wants. All good stuff. Second day, I get the idea into my head that I can hike deeper into the woods. Probably against my better judgment, but hey, we're just having a fun camping trip, right? So, me and Betsy start marching into the woods. It gets a little late, and we set up camp, but it's different this night. Real quiet. I can't hear the birds, the crickets, squirrels, nothing. Dead silent. Then it happens. I hear the most ungodly howl, or the unholy growl. I just got the letters the wrong way around. I've ever heard in my life. Right outside my tent, me and Betsy, we go to investigate. We look around the clearing. Nobody's there. But there's this feeling. Not sure if I can quite describe it. I know something is watching us. Betsy, though, she's scared. Nothing seen. Never seen her like that. And when she's scared, I know that I should be too. And then I see it in the distance. A man. But if something that didn't know what a man was supposed to look like made it. It just looked wrong. Big arms, too long for its body. Black eyes. It just stood there, stared at me. It was my reflection. It's fucking terrifying. Then it disappears. I hear one yelp from Betsy. I turn around to check on her, but she's gone. Into thin air. I didn't sleep at all in my... Fuck. I didn't sleep at all in my tent that night. I don't think I ever slept right since. ... That's terrible. Wow, Robert. I'm sorry. They say if you listen closely on quiet nights, that's just like tonight. Nights just like tonight, you can hear the howl of the Dover ghost. ... A howl resonates through the woods. It doesn't sound like a regular howl. It's so guttural, even from far away. Something about it makes my skin crawl. Is it that dog again? Or foxes? Foxes sound like women screaming. Okay, Robert, real funny. I turn to look at Robert. He's white as a sheet. You're messing with me, right? I was messing with you up until literally just now. I totally made that camping story up. I strained my eyes to scan the forest line, trying to see where the howl originated from. Off in the distance, I see something. It's so far away. I barely can make out a shape. It looks human, but it's dragging something. Do you see that? We should go.
Really?
Robert and I slowly back away and get into the truck. He turns off his headlights, and we make a slow crawl away back onto the road. I'm too scared to look back. It's not a horse. It was not a horse. Horses don't sound like that. They also don't look like that. It was not a horse. What was that? The Dover ghost, I guess. I chuckle nervously. This time he doesn't seem like he's messing with me. Or maybe someone illegally dumping garbage on a wildlife preserve. Yeah, that's the story we'll tell ourselves. We sit in silence for a little while longer, the fear of whatever was slowly subsiding as we get closer to the city. Thanks for coming out. This was fun. ... I'm sorry I haven't been in touch. I've just been in a way lately. Oh, he's been in a way. The look on his face has immediately made that make sense. I had to get out of the house. ... I had to be around somebody. You doing okay? Mm-hmm. Robert thinks for a second, lights another cigarette. Huh. ... Again. Hey. Been doing a lot of thinking. He takes a long drag. He's dragging his ass across the ground. Mm-hmm. As I get older, I feel more and more that I'm just drowning in this sea of regret. I was so busy chasing after these things that I thought would make me happy that I didn't think about anyone else. All I cared about was myself. I didn't even think. Robert stops. I wait for him to finish his thought, but he just stares at the road. Maybe I'm just built like this. Or maybe I do it to myself. Maybe it's my own choice that I'm unhappy as I am. I try to think of something to say. I remember all the times in my life when I've been sad, and there's a great many of them, but there was always a light at the end of the tunnel. Something I held onto that kept me going. But there's something so resigned about the way Robert's talking. That sucks. I'm glad you told me. Maybe we deserve to be eaten by the Dover ghost. That may piss him off, or he might like that. It's hard to tell with him. Not the Dover horse. There's no such thing as a Dover horse. There's no such thing as horses. It's not a horse ghost. That would be a mare. I'm glad you told me, maybe. I don't know. It must have taken a lot for you to want to tell somebody this. Uh-huh. You're a mysterious guy, Robert. You don't have to be. Do you ever... ... wish you were a better father? I think about it for a second. I'm an amazing father. That's insulting. You... thin ice. All the time. You can read all the parenting books you want, but nothing will ever prepare... It's not going to happen. We're not sucking his dick. Today. I'm not saying it won't happen. In fact, I may get around every single one of these guys. Said that before.
Yes.
Nothing to pay for raising a child. There's so much stuff I regret or wish that I could have done better, but I don't have the answers. I don't know if anyone does. It's funny. I look at you and your relationship with your daughter. Your daughter. He is really turning into Solid Snake. Not erections. And it seems perfect, right? He's talking about, yeah. It isn't.
I don't know.
At least you're there for her. I stare out the window at the blur of passing trees. I just hope I'm a better father to my kid than my dad was to me. What did your dad do? I think he was a train driver? I don't know. It's more about what he didn't do. He was quiet, stoic. Don't think he ever once told me that he loved me. He cared more about his work than he ever did about me or my mum. He was a train driver. They're generally like that. ... Oh. Do you hate him? No, I used to, but after I became a parent, I just kind of feel bad for him. He missed out on my whole childhood. When I think about all of the happiest moments in my life, they're all with Amanda and Alex. And he just wasn't there. Scratching the fucking eyebrows off. Ugh. flaked off a bit. Yeah, I'm a disgusting man. 4 dots this time. It hurt like hell when I had to leave him to die in that... What the fuck? It hurt like hell when I had to leave him to die in that Belarusian prison. The fuck? I'm taking the piss now. What? I turn a smile at him. No, he's retired in Florida with my mum. We go there every Christmas. We both break into laughter. And penises, apparently. We drive the rest of the way in silence, listening to the radio and watching the bright lights of the city grow bigger. Erections. Pull your pants down, Robert! Do it! That's what is happening in chat. Jesus. He's... Florida... I think you mean Florida man. You've spelt Florida man. Which I suppose does the trick. Florida man. Robert drops me off at my place. As I'm about to close the passenger door, I realise that I still have Robert's pocket knife in my jacket. I pull it out and offer it back to him. You hold on to that. Never know when you might need it. Night, Robert. Have a safe drive home. Doesn't he live, like, across the road? Robert smirks and pulls away.
Dicks, out.
Get the dicks out for the boys. Oh, fuck. When he immediately pulls into his driveway, which is 1 over from mine, he then gets out on waves. I thought that was a bit weird. He could have just parked on the street. I tiptoe into the house, careful not to wake Amanda up. Whoa! Where'd you come from? I look around and spot Amanda coming out of the kitchen with a glass of water. I thought you were sleeping. Oh, Robert woke me up to go cryptid hunting. You know the Mothman is bullshit, right? Amanda. Lang. You know what? It's fine. I think about the conversation I had with Robert in the car as Amanda starts walking towards her room. Hey, Amanda. She stops. I love you. It's weird when you say it outright and sincerely like that. I love you too. I definitely did not say it sincerely. I said it matter-of-factly. Like I'm some bizarre announcer. I don't do emotions well.
Erections?
I don't do erections well. I chuckle to myself and then finally decide to go to bed. Go ask your mother. Okay. Detective Dad, Food Channel, Whiskey, Crime, Truck, Silence!
I could do that again.
You could do that again.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Oh. Right, so we've hit the end of the list. So I think I'm going to leave it there.
Yes.
Thank you very much for watching. If you're new and you're still watching, please give us a follow, as usual. It's very much appreciated if you do. And there's going to be more of this stuff until we finish it, I reckon. Got a bunch of Pokemon happening. In fact, I've got Pokemon happening tomorrow if I am...
No.
If I'm able. I'm not sure what we're doing. We're still doing a lot of work, trying to find work so that we can move and trying to figure out whether we need to move away or whether we need to stay here, or there's a whole pile of stuff happening. It's really complicated and completely dependent on certain things happening or not happening. So we are I don't know how tiring tomorrow might be for me mentally, so it might just be a bit of a gap. So yeah, I'm going to send you over to somebody else. I will try and do Pokemon tomorrow. You know what? I'm going to send you over to Eno Kitty. It's been a while. There you go. Is there anything else? No. That's it. There's a few things are being sorted. Some things are not being sorted yet. Need to figure it all out. Again, this isn't stuff that you really need to worry about. It's just me and Flat trying to sort out moving and work and stuff like that. It's super complicated at the moment. Anyway, enough of that. That's boring as hell. So, yeah, have fun over at Enokitty. Pokemon tomorrow if I'm around. Yeah. Okay. Toodaloo. Bye-bye.